I mean, yeah, it was really sexy when you look at it that way.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
exactly.
basically. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Podcast number 99.
99.9.
I can't quite believe that we're almost at 100, folks. We're almost at 100. Yeah, there's been a surprising lack of singing the Mob Psycho OPs.
Right. In terms of OPs that kind of stuck with me in terms of memorization, it was because of how badly I interpreted the lyrics the first time that OP, like, get ready to suck me off, Mom.
Wait. That wasn't what you actually thought
I
it was,
know,
was it?
but it's so funny to like hear it again and be like, oh, this sounds quite funny.
Well, okay then. See what I have to deal with?
Yeah, it's
and he gets on my case for being a
degeneracy.
John Licano fan.
Right. All right, y'all. Welcome. Trash Ocon, Sailor Ghost,
the Mommy Cthulhu, Observer Matthew, Mitya, Teriyaki.
Shrifty Nate. Yes, we are so hyped for Hype Q, because that's exactly what it is.
Boy.
We're gonna be starting off the next decade, Jacob, with some Hype Q. Like,
yeah. Now all we'll need is to win a poll.
So help me. That show will get its own slot. That show. Oh my God, y'all don't understand how much Haikyuu has nestled its way into my heart. Yeah. It's so precious and perfect. It's wonderful. Yeah, get hyped, y'all. If you didn't know, Haikyuu Season 4 coming back January 2020 for real. Actually, not a drill. Happening.
It's Haikyuu, not Gurren Lagann. Also, yes, Ferreo, that is absolutely right. If we get 100,000 bits in next week's podcast, we will indeed do a leg reveal as a part of podcast number 100.
What?
Yes. What? Me and Caleb thought long and hard about it, and we figured,
long and hard, like my legs, yeah. All that frisbee playing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That was a joke, by the way.
Which part, the long or the hard?
Well,
both are quite accurate. I mean, I'm basically all legs. Like, that's why he's like so much taller than me when we sit down. It's like, you are taller than me, but then it's like, I'm basically all legs. That's the gist of it right there.
Mishearing anime lyrics equal liking domestic girlfriend?
Oh.
Well, I mean, no, see, liking the domestic girlfriend OP, that's just common sense. So, yeah.
Okay, he said it. It's true. It's true. This is the SOS approved message. Like, the Domekano opening is fire. It's
I want
so
you
good
to watch the Domekano opening.
Exactly.
And listen to it while reading the manga.
Oh my God, I'm almost done with season 3 of Haikyuu, and I wasn't prepared how good it was going to be. Oh my God,
I know, right? It's ridiculous.
So good.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
So good. Welcome, everybody. We're letting everyone come in here, and then we're gonna do the typical introductions and get into this podcast. Winter 2020, Haikyuu, and The Promised Neverland, super hype anime winter 2020. Is that confirmed that TPN is coming back for season 2? Then that's news to me. I think it might be that it's projected to be at that time, but I don't know if there's been an official announcement.
That's right, Bytecraft. I still haven't forgiven you guys for not tweeting the Domekano OP last week. It's just, I mean,
everyone makes mistakes, chat. It's all good. It's all good. And in some ways, you were doing us a favor because you made us have to shout it out to showcase how much we favor that specific OP.
To be fair, if I wanted to let you guys know that I wanted the Domekano tweet sent to us, I should have just delivered the message that was what I wanted.
You could have gone on your phone and just tweeted it out yourself from
exactly.
your invisible Twitter account no one knows about yet.
or just from the official Twitter account to ourselves.
To ourselves. Hashtag at Semblance Bros from Semblance Bros. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yes. Hey Vray. Hey Perv. Oh my God.
Hey,
Cyros.
Dr. Woman Respecter. Sailor Ghost.
It's a terrifying place, the internet these days. Soon we won't know what is what.
In January.
Oh, Made in Abyss film? Oh. Now, we know that Made in Abyss Season 2 is being worked on, but this is like a transition movie, essentially?
Well, I believe the movie is... Oh, it's a sequel movie.
Oh, it's a sequel movie.
Oh, I thought... Okay, so maybe... Because I know that there's a movie that's basically a recap movie, but I guess that's just... Like that was something that already came out?
There were 2 recap movies, I think.
2 recap movies?
They were basically just the show.
So what we just need is for this to not be Madoka Magica Rebellion.
Right.
Because that would suck.
I don't think that's the case, though, because, like, Madoka Magica had, like, a clear ending, but Made in Abyss didn't have, like, a clear ending. It just had a cliffhanger
That's true.
You know,
that's
just
true.
like, why would you end it here?
Yeah.
But, yeah, one core anime. It's the way it is. Didn't finish last stream's VOD yet. I just hope people were cultured enough to tweet you the Hunter x Hunter opening. I'm not sure. I don't think people did.
I don't think anyone did.
No.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's get into this podcast, y'all. 99. We've got a lot of people in here, so welcome. If you're new to the whole thing here, we are crazy bros that talk about anime and stories and characters and
all sorts of
random passionate stuff that we're excited about.
Yep.
So
and sometimes we argue for way too long over things that don't really matter.
Exactly. And this time we have our segments, but we're going to do something fun where we roll from a D20, and from there, in classic D&D style, let the dice decide our fates for this podcast.
We take a chance and roll the dice.
That was a critical decision.
Roll. Yes.
Yes. But before we do that, we have to give a shout out to one of our fabulous VIP patrons, Savvy Blue. Giving a shout out to you this podcast. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being an awesome member of the community on the Discord. We love you so much, and we're glad to have you on our calls and and stuff. It's
if we could shout you out all in with each word capitalized, we would. But we thought about that, and it's really hard to do verbally. So
we just love you, Savvy.
Yeah,
there you go.
So just know that we are doing that for you.
See, it wasn't caps locked because I wasn't yelling. It was emphasized.
Yes, like each word would be a sentence, but there's no periods.
Yep. Right. Exactly.
Yep.
A couple follows in here: B Prime, Nyorsk, and Pay94. Thank you so much for the follows.
Yes, thank you.
All right, glad to have you here. Make sure the dice is alien-proof first.
Well,
okay.
Right. So here's the thing.
I'll use my magnet Standal power on it.
So I here have my my display dice bag.
Oh, chainmail. Very nice.
Because you know how I love armor, and what better way than to have a dice bag made out of armor? So, I mean, it shouldn't be that surprising. Like, let's be real. But yeah. So let's get a D20 out of here.
Okay.
Actually, now that I think about this,
you should flex on everyone and show your dice collection.
Well. See, the thing is, this is my travel dice collection.
See, this is just the one you bring out in public,
right? But
that's the first D20 to pop out.
This is my favorite D20.
Ooh, can I see it?
It's a metal D20.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's metal.
Y'all check on this. It's like bronze.
The first roll I rolled on that D20 was a nat 20 at a very timely thing.
No.
There was some tangent, I know, but there was a point where basically my character was doing some downtime.
Y'all, this is a heavy one.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Whoa.
And the DM, like, I was learning a new skill, and the DM was like, "All right, make a roll to see how well you learn it." Natural 20. First roll on it. It was amazing.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're rolling with this one.
Yes, my dice collection is just for flexing on the girls.
So we don't basically kill the microphone. And Luffy's hat ends up getting damaged anyway.
Ooh.
Let's roll on here.
No, even better. Let's roll on a Joseph Joestar.
Oh my.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we have to be very precise. We have to be quite precise with our it feels weird rolling on his face with him in this outfit
in this fabulous state.
Did someone just say Monka TOS? No. This is all legit. This is legit.
Flick it into his cleavage. Oh god.
Okay, well, y'all can just imagine the boing that's happening as I roll the dice into his glorious bosom here.
Yeah.
His manly chest. Oh no! First die roll. Here we go. Okay, so that's a 3.
That's a 3.
This podcast is not going to go well.
And by the way, in proper form, we did not explain first what the rolls will mean. So we have a list here of things from 1 to 9 because we're not that creative, and basically removing the tens digit. That'll be what we get. So.
Yeah. So the number 3 should end up being AAU. Okay, so this is one that was submitted from the previous one here, And AAU is basically, we're going to take an anime and change up a specific plot element of it that's going to be like really, really crucial. But we're not just going to do the one that we thought of in like whatever will be the one we think of in the moment here. But we want you guys to submit the anime, and we'll decide what will be the thing to, like, the shatter point, what have you, to take out of it.
Yep.
So list the anime that you would like to have alternate universe, basically.
And then we'll go on a little thought experiment.
Yes, exactly. All
Bleach.
Actually, I think Bleach actually would be perfect.
Haikyuu, but everyone is in wheelchairs.
Wait, so it's just a bunch of boys that all want to play volleyball, but they have to join like a Special Olympics kind of prep team or what have you?
What are those things? Disabled.
Something like that, possibly.
Ooh, Hunter x Hunter, Ping Pong the animation, March Psycho-Pass.
Ooh, I kind of want to do Psycho-Pass.
Psycho-Pass?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, Psycho-Pass could work.
Psycho-Pass could work. I actually kind of want to do Bleach, though.
Bleach? I kind of want to do Bleach, too.
Okay. All
right, so
let's think about Bleach. There's a couple big things in the earlier parts of Bleach, and I think what we'll do is we'll basically save Bleach with this AAU.
Okay.
Because we're going to keep it out of Soul Society. Let's do it. Let's have it be a reverse isekai where the spirits keep coming to our world, but they keep joining the high school misadventure club, basically.
Okay.
But what would be the thing that would be the impetus to cause that?
So we could make it so it stays there in Karakura Town. We could also make it so it returns there and then stays there.
Sure.
We could make it so that there's no filler.
Yeah. But I have a way we could do this. The brother, Kuchiki,
the brother.
Byakuya.
Byakuya is actually the final villain.
No. Byakuya is an amazing brother. Let's have him be the most loving, amazing brother
from the get-go.
And that will change the entire plot of Bleach completely.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So what it'll be is that Aizen will have to eventually come to Ichigo's town, but by that time Ichigo has been made friends with everyone there because
okay, all right.
Rukia and him have become this friendship kind of thing. Yes. We're going to change Bleach into a slice of life. Here we go.
Don't turn it into a slice of life, please.
No, this is how we save Bleach, y'all.
So all right. Woo! So Byakuya he's a great brother from the get-go. So what this causes is that they never have a reason to go to Soul Society.
Exactly.
However, there would still be conflicts in Soul Society
regarding the situation of transferring the Shinigami powers.
Right, exactly. So it would be something where Byakuya is basically our door into Soul Society.
Brilliant.
Because he's basically like, hey, this is a problem, and he's looking out for Rukia and stuff, but there's still issues, right?
Right, so he cares about who Rukia cares about, so by that nature, he might not like Ichigo immediately.
Yeah, like he's suspicious. He's like, you're getting Rukia into this bad situation, kind of a thing. You
need to make sure to protect her from the issues and stuff, and then that's where
a really
Ichigo's
cool mentor figure, alongside Urahara, because he's like, you got to step up,
and then that brings Bro Renji into this whole thing, and it's basically this story of we protect Rukia from Aizen,
but they don't know who they're protecting her from.
Exactly, and Aizen is doing this political machinations things in the background, but because he doesn't have the chaotic impetus of Ichigo entering Soul Society, his movements are has to be like way more subtle. Otherwise he would end up basically blowing his cover.
Okay, this is a crazy thought. Now I think I might still like what we're doing more.
Okay.
But from Perverted Old Man, what if it's that Byakuya is a great brother, but Aizen tricks him into thinking that Ichigo stole Rukia's powers and is keeping her hostage, like he kidnapped her or something.
Okay, so that feels a bit too unsubtle from Aizen, and then eventually the miscommunication will be like, wait, Aizen, why did you lie? Then he gets outed.
Okay, so given that Byakuya is basically trying to help keep Rukia safe and everything, and Aizen is trying to get Rukia for the Hogyoku or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Hogyoku. Yeah. The Hogyoku Sharingan.
The plot device MacGuffin of Bejeweled Awesomeness.
Yes. So then, how would he go about doing that? Because he'd be trying to manipulate Soul Society, but Byakuya is also very respected.
He would basically say that we need to reclaim the powers of Rukia from Ichigo because it's a violation of what Soul Society is all about. So he would be trying to punish Rukia, but they would basically say, hold on. Let's just go send a team to talk to them and deal with this on a simple level.
Okay.
And Aizen keeps trying to say, like, Byakuya, you're letting your personal feelings get in the way of this whole thing here. And he's like, Aizen, when did you become all like uppity about so my family?
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
okay.
Shove off.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that could happen.
Josh Brogan, whatever. Whatever his
Josh
name.
Brogan.
What is this?
Josh Groban.
Josh Groban. Thank you.
Yeah. But okay, here's another thing that could happen, and this is something that I've always wanted to see as a fight.
Okay.
If you have Aizen trying to get Rukia,
right,
but Byakuya commands so much respect that, and Aizen doesn't want to blow his cover,
right,
that he can't do things, well then what does he do? He uses the tools at his disposal. He has Tozen, and more importantly, he has Gin.
Yes.
And Gin is the one that everyone suspects and thinks is a terrible person and whatnot. So Gin becomes like this assassin or something.
Gotcha.
And then it's this thing where Gin's out there, somewhere, in Karakura Town, right? And he could attack. And
we have to watch out for him.
We have to watch out for him, but he could attack from very far away.
Yeah, at any moment, too.
Right. So then it's this thing where Byakuya is trying to defend them while they're going to high school.
Oh,
While they're going to high school.
So they're all trying to blend in as new transfer students at high school, like the group that comes in with Toshiro.
And Byakuya figures out, and this goes into some pretty whimsical territory.
Right, and then Hollows can come in to mess things up and provide distractions and
Gin is like the sexy new teacher that's really young, and then Byakuya is like the person that's like trying to come in and be like more official staff, like he's
part of the board of directors or whatever, and he's doing an inspection of the school that goes for a really long time, you know. Oh my god, this is great. Wait, what authority would Aizen even have over Rukia? He's in a different division. I think don't read chat. Okay. Mods, figure out what's going on there.
Well, yeah. That's the thing. Aizen wouldn't have any authority over Rukia,
but he would have influence as a captain amongst how they decide things. And I think that his thing would be he's an illusionist. He's a trickster. He's going to influence the main captain, the leader, a little bit.
Yamamoto, I think. But the other thing is that he could go for the angle of Byakuya is basically breaking the rules because he's her brother and he cares a lot about her. And we understand Byakuya, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but she still broke the law, and we have to do all this stuff, blah, 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 blah.
So it would end basically with a showdown of the group that Aizen has manipulated to stop this whole thing. And he could use the scientist guy to even maybe have some things about how Ichigo needs to be studied also as well.
Sure.
You know, safely, of course, but... He is an affront to Soul Society that way.
And then we could basically be having an intrigue assassination game
with the slice of life stuff
going on at high school while they still need to do all the Hollow stuff. Because Byakuya would also try and keep this from his sister.
Right.
He wouldn't try and worry her or things like that. And especially Ichigo, because Ichigo's stupid, you know?
Right, Ichigo's really stupid.
He needs to keep him from
just be a protect boy.
Things.
That's your job. Yeah. I like this. This is cool. Okay.
Byakuya would make amazing school staff.
What kind of good brother would he be? Siscon, a decent older brother, overprotective, overcaring. I think he would be overprotective.
Yeah, he'd be overprotective. Yeah.
But he would be a wholesome overprotective in that he wouldn't be manipulative like Byakuya was in the other thing, but he would be like, I'm just thinking the best of you, but then...
And the idea that she is actually in deep shit. Like, this is a big problem, right?
Right.
And then that way it's something... Because then it ups the badass factor, because then he's basically going up against all of Soul Society, which is what we wished he would have done in the original Soul Society arc. What?
I gotta say, this Bleach thing is so cool. Let's jump ship and do Trashokan's idea. Yes. That is amazing.
Yes.
That is actually amazing, Trashokan. Let's do it. We're going to do Sword Art Online, but Klein is the MC and gets an interesting story dealing with some god complex black-haired weirdo.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay.
I love it.
So this game gets launched, y'all. And Klein is the classic boy in the Discord group with his, nerdy anime weirdos and what have you. And he's like the normal one. He's like the boring normal kid while they're all hyped about like getting, VR waifu experiences or what have you. And he's just like, bro, I just want to play some sweet MMO game.
Well,
and like, we're going to make the coolest kind of chill guild, order lots of beer and pizza and just have a good time.
Sure. And then, so that's happening, but then, it's real.
Then
right?
It's real.
And then
people die when they are killed.
And then you have something where suddenly he's the underdog that's needing to rise to the occasion and be the hero.
And his friends abandon him. I think what it would be is that almost all of his friends basically reveal that they, under the threat of duress
it's the
and death,
drill kind of a thing where
everyone's for
zombie
themselves.
Apocalypse.
And he has to basically meet new friends and use his just generally likable nature to his own wit and stuff. And he is not a pro gamer, Kirito, hack lord, whatever.
And then you could have something where it really does end up kind of being a power of friendship kind of a thing, where he still meets, like, say,
Kirito,
like Kirito.
Asuna.
Well, and also all the other girls that were just added to the harem, and potentially other characters too. But it's something where it's like, because he really needs their help. Like what's the blacksmith's name? Liz. Like he's like, I can't do this. I don't have the fighting skills, and my gear's like bad. Like what do I do? Like my sword broke in a fight once, and I almost died. Right. And my friends did
to a freaking boar.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
But okay, let's bring Kirito into this mess. So I think the thing with Kirito is that he's this guy that comes in that Klein immediately thinks, oh my god, this guy's amazing. He's going to be my hero.
But he turns out to be like a self-centered asshole.
But that's what he is. He basically just doesn't care. He doesn't listen. He just goes on his own thing and decides to be his one-man machine edgelord.
Sure.
Now, let's have this be that he was trying to get him to join the guild. So it happens all basically the same way. And maybe then Klein realizes once he gets back to his friends and stuff that they're like, no, people die when they're killed. No, we're not going to join basically a guild. We're going to find people that are actually good with the game. Because they're not really good at the game. Klein isn't that good, so they basically tell him, get good, scrub, and they abandon him. And they join basically like maybe like the guild that Asuna ends up, basically forming with the super elite paladin group or what have you.
Right.
He ends up forming basically this small but surely like
ragtag band.
Yeah, Band of the Hawk, but like way less Griffith charisma, leader,
not
vision
super
kind
awesome,
of thing.
But like just
right.
Yeah, okay.
And they basically farm low-level mobs. They do what they can. They only like fight something when they're like 5v1 or what have you, or they fight things that are like 3 or 4 levels below them. They're slowly gaining XP, but they're aware that the OP douchebags up at the front are gonna take the real thing there. And it weighs on their hearts that they're not able to help everyone, but they're like, we're too scared, man. We're normal people. We can't do all this stuff.
I got an idea.
Okay, what's that?
What if it gets to a point where Kirito basically is going to fight a boss or some such, right?
Okay.
And he's going to fight the boss because,
the one he beats with Asuna in like the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Black coat and
stuff.
Right,
but he does something because he's so obsessed with basically just being his awesome self.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. Soloing the boss.
Right, soloing the boss. Yeah. That he might beat the boss, but he causes untold destruction when he fights the boss.
What do you mean destruction?
Basically, he aggroes the boss, and the boss starts using all its like super cataclysmic abilities or whatever that start wiping out the surrounding area, and he still defeats it. But then it's like,
who cares about the area? It's a game.
Well,
wouldn't it be more like he kills like people?
Well, right, like people die in like the aftermath of it. Because like I'm thinking like, imagine if you had Kirito as like some sort of like character that because of him just not caring or something does something really messed up or has consequences that are really messed up.
Yeah.
And then Klein is like trying to get revenge somehow or something.
You know what's funny, y'all? You know what this kind of reminds me of? Did any of y'all watch The Boys? Did any of y'all watch The Boys in Twitch chat? Any of y'all watch that? Because this story we're creating here is starting to sound like Klein is Huey. Okay, I'm not going to go into spoilers and what have you. We're basically turned Klein into Huey, and we've turned Kirito into you-know-who. Because Jacob hasn't seen it, basically.
Is that the one where the superheroes aren't awesome?
Yeah, that's the show. The superheroes that aren't awesome.
Gotcha.
You're actually more reminded of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hero. Okay. Okay, I haven't seen Shield
Hero.
No
idea what but, that would truly
have mean. I finished it? Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Yeah. It was good fun.
Yeah, AoE attacks, exactly.
Yeah, putting it mildly, exactly, Terumi Greta. Okay. But basically, that's the thing. Klein forms the boys, y'all. And it's basically it's a more wholesome boys, where he's not basically like going after Kirito and what have you, but it's like Ray's saying there, and that it's kind of a resistance forming against Kirito and people that put the regular players at risk by their brash, glory-seeking actions.
Okay.
And while they themselves believe that they're the hero, that they're going after this, because they have no self-awareness regarding this is putting Kirito in the worst possible light, kind of.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But this is the switch of it. Klein is the main character, so Kirito doesn't have all his things are done in the best possible light because he's the main character, plot armor, kind of stuff. Jacob, please watch The Boys. It's so good.
Okay. Well, Caleb told me as soon as he finished it, he was like, hey, Jacob, I kind of like... You marathoned it pretty much, didn't you?
Kirito gets banned for griefing. I marathoned this show. Yeah, I just watched the whole thing really quickly because it's only like 8 episodes.
And once he finished it, he was like, this is really good. Like, you should watch it.
Yeah, it's not a perfect show. It's got a lot of flaws, but it did a couple things really well. Really well. Okay. Salo Ghost. I mean, we could get into vigilantism as well. Kirito goes off on a self-justice quite often, murdering a whole guild of PKers. I mean, it's justified, but he still is judge, jury, and executioner here. That's true.
And there could be something. There could be something where he kills people that maybe weren't aware that they joined that guild or something like that. They're just like, oh, here's a guild, and they hadn't they hadn't actually been a part of anything like that or something, right?
Huh.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But basically, the whole morally gray area in that, like, it's the whole question of, like, when in Star Wars, when you have them shooting all the stormtroopers, a lot of the stormtroopers were probably just going about their daily life. They might not have, done any of the horrible things that the other stormtroopers did, but they all look the same because they're in the armor, so,
Anton Malm, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here.
Oh, yeah, people could be forced to join the guild, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to clear this next floor. We need 100 people. Sign up now.
Right.
Like, and people in the guild are genuinely
go after you if you join us.
We're doing a housing sim, like 20 floors down.
Right.
And we need to de-stress. Like, we've almost died like 5 times. Like, remember how they made fun in the Abridged about Korvax, my flawless strategy. Group up and hit it till it dies. Well, like, lots of them die.
Yeah.
Lots of them die. The idea that there could be
Korvax,
guilds.
How many enemies have you beaten with this wonderful strategy?
This
shall be my first.
It's like, we look at that for what it is. It's ignorant carelessness about human lives.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting is what it is. So that could be a good one. SAO is pretty ripe though to be, altered story-wise because it's so bad in the writing. Like,
well, but the thing is that there was a lot of potential with the concept and everything.
The concept, yes.
And then the weird thing about SAO is I feel like I end up just getting disappointed most of the time that certain things that were brought up weren't explored. Like, not even when things are done, like when I feel like they're done badly, just that certain things like aren't done, like they're set up to be done. And it's like,
right.
Oh, okay, you're not gonna
for sure. All right, let's do another D20. There's some cool ideas in here, but save them for when we get this segment again. All right, D20 time, Jacob. Let's have you roll.
Yes, and we're not doing duplicates for this podcast.
Yeah,
right?
No duplicates. So if we get the same thing, we will re-roll.
Let's
Natural
see.
17.
17. So that's 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jacob and Caleb debate stupid shit.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh no, here we go!
So,
chat, you guys submitted this one a while, last week, and I was thinking it'd be funny if this one ended up coming up.
Wouldn't you know it?
And wouldn't you know it, we're gonna start things off with this. Oh my god.
So, the real question here...
Okay, no, before we choose a topic here, we gotta let them know, y'all... Jacob and I do this all the time. For way longer than it should be. But the thing is, we sometimes debate over the dumbest things.
We literally once spent like 5 hours debating whether the first core, the Aincrad arc of SAO, was a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, really irrelevant stuff like
just
that.
Completely nonsense.
So if it gets a little hot in here, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Just because Caleb and Jacob are fighting on stream doesn't mean they hate each other in real life.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Is the North or South Pole colder?
Wait, actually, I don't even remember which side I was debating.
You were the 6 out of 10.
I was the 6 out of 10. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's think up a good topic that we're actually like really, like, it's stupid, but we're actually pretty divided on.
Right, yeah.
Like, because we could go for the real stuff where we like rate an anime, but I think that's not as well. Okay. We got to make it stupid.
We could just be talking about the pluses and negatives of Domekano.
No, because that I think in some ways is too. It's too real. We have to go after something
and
really
since you
stupid.
Haven't read the manga,
exactly.
You can't really say much against that.
This is actually the acting segment. The blood and violence from arguing isn't real, right? Okay, oh my god.
Kira versus Bomber Guy from Hunter x Hunter.
No,
that's too one-sided.
No Bleach stuff because we
already did Bleach.
Oh, best D&D class.
Best D&D class. Okay.
Oh wait, no, we got into a debate with this earlier. We debated the simplest D&D class.
Oh yeah, but that's
but we've already done that.
No, we've already done that, and it's too straightforward. It's too simple.
Okay, should we debate best D&D class in 5e?
All right, so why don't you choose, since I am most familiar with D&D.
You're basically just gonna tear down whatever my thing is, and you'll be like, because you know more about D&D, so I'll just throw up an idea, and you'll just be like roasting that class, basically, right?
Okay. What is your favorite class in D&D?
Maybe we should spit it out at the same time. Wait. That'll be.
No, the thing is, I like a lot of the classes in D&D.
Okay. So I'm going to take a bold stance out here. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to take a bold step, and I'm going to choose a class that I think is definitively designed. Like, I'm going to go hard on it. Like, because there are a couple of classes that I clearly think are just better than others.
Sure. Like, Cleric is ridiculously busted.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to debate power. I'm going to talk about how, like, well done it is and what have you.
Okay.
I'm going to go for the full salami, the full sandwich, all the fillings,
the full meat. You're going to take it all.
All right, y'all. Oh, dang it. You might actually agree with me on this one.
Well, I mean, if I agree, then we can do something else. Or I can see where it's like, okay, but what about the second one? Like,
we need to debate, Jacob. We need to go into
this. Yeah. So, all right. So make your statement.
So I'm not going to go into specificity with like subclasses. But I think definitively the Paladin is the best D&D class, hands down.
Okay.
Hands down.
Okay. So
I'm gonna do this, Jacob. I will now die and sacrifice my lawful, like a proper paladin. I will die on this ground.
All right. So
we are going.
Okay. I am all for that and this will be interesting because here's the thing. I love paladins.
You do.
I think paladins get a really bad rep, and they're actually awesome, not just in what they can do, but also in the concept. They should be awesome, and they're usually just not played very well, and they end up being kind of one note when they don't have to be. Or if they are one note, that they can be one note so strongly that it's actually very engaging. But the best class, like what? Okay, what are you talking about as far as best class? What does that mean to you?
What the paladins represent is the combination of having basically the best in all the worlds with regards to design. You can go hard as being a support class. You can go hard as being a class that has like a built-in role-playing mechanic. A role-playing mechanic that adds instead of taking away. You have the melee aspect of it. You have subclasses that are really different and have benefits all the way from 1 to 20. Like, Paladin is one of the few classes that I would say is actually legitimately interesting post, like, level, like, 14 or what have you.
Like, stats-wise, or, like, what it means narrative?
Well, like, what the subclasses do. Like, one of the bonuses you get and stuff like that. I would say that Paladins have a specific image that you get when you think of a Paladin, but then you will constantly be surprised how people decide to roleplay their Paladin. And I would say, even though they have a bad rep in certain things for having like certain stereotypes that they fall under, like lawful stupid or edgy McEdgerson, fallen angel paladin, anti-paladin, which is defeating the whole purpose of that.
Right.
Some of my favorite characters that I've seen roleplay are like the full spectrum of basically the old wizened paladin who actually uses their, you know, charisma score to like great benefit, or like the young naive paladin coming into this that becomes more like weathered over the course of their journey. I clearly just think that the paladin is the best class in D&D.
So here's the thing.
Okay, you're gonna go full caster on me, aren't you? Here we go.
Well, I'm probably gonna surprise you here.
Now I'm gonna be roasting your class.
What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring up another class that I would say is way too often played one note. Way too often played one note.
Can I guess?
Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna guess that you're going to pick the druid.
Yep. I may have mentioned the idea of this to you a couple days ago.
I think so.
Sure, but
I think basically, so. All right, druid versus paladin. Here we go.
Here's the thing. Druids, by their very concept, with how they're structured statistically, do everything way better than the paladin like ever could.
Oh, right? Really? You think
the only exception I would say is their saves, but the thing is that their spells are the most varied out of any class.
Okay.
No contest.
Okay.
Wild shape, and especially if you're Circle of the Moon, anything. You can do and be basically anything, right?
Yeah.
It's also more busted than the paladin, but that's not what this debate's about.
Sure.
Now, here's the thing. When I think about good classes, especially for role playing and stuff, I think of classes that basically inherently give you some particular trait or something like that doesn't pigeonhole you, but basically gives you a lot to go on as for who your character is, how they think, how they feel, all of that stuff, right? Paladin is great for that, right?
They took their oaths for a reason. Bro.
No. Here's the thing.
Okay.
That's what's unfortunate, is that a lot of people played druids as basically just tree-hugging hippies, right? Nothing against that. If you want to do that, that's fine, right? But what if you were to take someone and basically say, no, they are truly one of the wild?
Okay.
Right? Paladins can also make great villains. Right? Paladins can make great villains. Not often done well, but they can make great villains.
I think
done well.
More paladins end up being villains in DM's kind of thoughts than druids, generally.
Oh, absolutely. And I would say that is an absolute tragedy.
I agree.
Because if you think about a druid, all right?
Okay.
Someone who is absolutely all about nature.
Okay.
Nature's scary.
Oh, nature's really scary.
Real scary. Nature doesn't care about you, right?
Yeah.
Nature eats things and doesn't care who they are or what they are or whatever.
Right.
It's survival of the fittest out there.
Sure.
Right?
But nature is unknowable only through the medium of the druid. So your druid ends up basically being the the communication method through nature. So it ends up being basically an echo state piece for the things I'm just going to fight anyway.
Wait, what?
I'm going to fight nature anyway. I'm on a D&D campaign. So, like, I'm going to be fighting dragons. I'm going to be fighting, random creatures and stuff.
I mean, a lot of times there's things that are twisted bits of nature, like demons and whatnot.
Okay, but druids don't control demons.
No, but what I'm saying is that...
This is where the debate comes in. Here we
go. So here's the thing. A paladin takes an oath, right? So it's a very specific kind of a thing that they're all about, right?
Okay.
And based on, and you can choose your different oaths and things like that. And there's a lot of great specificity that you can get from that. But if you think about a druid is primal. A druid can be just like the class can be anything that they want. The druid can be anything they want from a person, right? You can have the noble druid. You can have the person that's thinking about the good of nature and stuff, and humans are a part of that balance, and stuff like that. So civilizations, it's all yin-yang relationship. Or you could have the druid that basically is like, yeah, no, I'm the apex predator of this jungle, and I think that civilization is an absolute travesty because it's making us lose connection with, our true nature, right?
So you've debated some really interesting things about it being a villain, but how about the class as a class in terms of design there? Because I think you guys are just pick Circle of the Moon and then forget all the other ones actually exist.
No, there are other druid specializations, and they're awesome. They're awesome. There's Circle of Dreams and things like that. Yeah, they're great. But the thing is that in the case of paladin, there's actually a lot of similarities if you think about it between a druid and a paladin.
Yeah, we both choose a god.
Well, that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is that they both have a lot of things that they are not about, right? The paladin has their tenets that they stick to, and they don't abide things that are outside of that, right? The druid has nature, and whatever their perspective is on nature, right?
Will not be violated.
Right, exactly, and they're fiercely protective of that.
Okay.
And then from there's all these things that then they hate, right? So if you have the druid that's more of like the classic druid where they don't want nature to be harmed, then maybe they hate fire, right?
Sure.
And they don't want the forest to burn down and things like that. Or maybe you have a druid that's like, no, fire's the best. Fire, when you burn a whole forest down, then it grows back up better, right? Volcanoes, to wipe things out, they fertilize the soil, right? You have all these things that you can do. There's way more complexity, I would say, with a druid because it's more of an exploration rather than the paladin where they feel they've come up with the answers for something in their way of life. Right. And then they stay there and that's it.
That's why paladins actually accomplish things and the druids don't. The druids don't end up being villains, mind you, because druids like the way a certain area of nature ends up being. So instead of going to expand that nature out to the rest of the world for whatever reason, they decide to basically maintain a specific level of balance within a certain environment. That is why, in my opinion, paladins end up being better classes because it puts you towards a specific direction. A druid, sometimes they're going to start out and they're not going to be in their environment because for some reason they had to meet in a tavern. And then we have to explain why they're meeting in a tavern.
And that, I would say, is one of the most unfortunate things about how people play druids, because they think that they wouldn't have reasons to go out and do stuff, right?
Okay.
If a druid was by themselves, right, and no humans existed, right, and it was just there was just the natural order of things, and that was it, right? Then yeah, they might not have anything to do other than, I don't know, subjugating the rest of the forest, and and like, because they could have competitors, they could have other druids that they're not on friendly terms with, right? They're basically other creatures of the jungle that they need to assert their dominance over, right?
Okay.
But once you throw people into that, oh my god, then it gets crazy. It gets absolutely ridiculous. And in the same way that the paladin might have things that they can come into conflict with other people because of their oath, right? The druid can have it be in a way that is completely different than that. Because with the paladin, it comes off as being something that's very stoic usually, right? Because they've taken this oath. This is where they stand.
I mean, stoic is limiting in terms of the emotion, but I would say paladin's main thing is that it
sorry, not stoic, rigid.
Yeah, well, I would say that's, again, a problem with how people play paladins, but I would say that the big thing with paladin is that they have a specific set of tenets, and how those apply to specific things has to be determined once they actually experience said thing. But a paladin doesn't go and add to their tenet list of like, okay, when I encounter this thing, I know that it will always be this way. It's based on principles, and then those principles dictate certain things when they violate said principles, and then they get a rigid response. But if it's something, well, hey, this doesn't really go into the principles necessarily in a specific way, you have a lot of role-playing opportunities there. And
I would say
in that case, then it's not that the paladins necessarily hate something; it's that they're passionately for certain things. But
everything that you've said about the paladin could be applied to the druid. Because druids are passionate about nature, right? Why wouldn't they be? And in fact, the things that they have to explore, because it's something that because like who's to say druids now this example that I'm giving of druids, that's one example of druids, right? But you can do way more with it, right? Let's say they just don't even like the idea of principles and rules and things like that, or language even, because they're like, no, let's all go out into the wild and do that, right? That, because the nature of it is something that's eternally changing, right? Because druids are all about nature, and nature is all about changing, growth, and things like that, right? Even if it's painful growth, then suddenly you can go all kinds of places. Whereas a paladin, they've already arrived at the answer.
Okay. So in terms of arriving at the answer, the druid hasn't done that because of, like, how has the druid not arrived at an answer yet with regards to how they relate to nature and their god, essentially?
Well, because with druids, I would say they're the area where the tree hugging hippie, like, kind of druid aspect, I think has it right in a lot of ways, is that it's something where they're very present, and that's one of the coolest things that can come from a character, right? Is when the character is present. So they're very much in the moment. You can get a lot of great, like, basically character responses out of them, right? Because they're focused. They're focused, and they're they're not thinking about something far off, right?
That seems actually contrary to what most druids tend to be with the high wisdom tendency. So they end up thinking more about how things relate to the past and future. So making sure that everything is kept in that balance ends up with them having a very distant view on the way humans interact with things, because humans are lower on the chopping block for them, whereas paladins are actually somehow the best allies of society, because they set up civilization, they tear down destructive civilization. They're actually going in there into the meat of it, whereas druids probably are pained just to live in civilization, right, by the very nature of it being anti-nature.
Well, you could have a druid that is in that situation, right?
Okay.
There's an inherent contradiction for if you're ever playing D&D, right?
Okay.
A druid, you're not going to be by yourself out in the wild, right? Because that's not a D&D campaign. So then how do you have a druid that deals with the fact that they might be in...
Well, they're not going to roll well on their charisma checks, so...
Probably not, but charisma is not the most important stat.
Yeah. And, no, it's not.
And in the case of paladins, usually it's something where they have a specific task in mind, some quest or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and that does follow very nicely with the whole adventuring party setup,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But what if they want to do stuff beyond that? What if you want to explore your character a bit more and see where they go in, where they come to know themselves better in going into things beyond just some immediate quest?
Right. I feel like the main problem with the druid, main two problems I would say with the druid, is that when they're in a party, they better have a very good kind of colloquial kind of, they better have a good standing with their party with regards to how they approach nature, because with the paladin, you can almost assume on some level that while you might have an evil party, you're getting into a situation where people are going to be needing someone to take point on a lot of these specific tasks and what have you. And the paladin, with their sacrificial nature, generally speaking, will go out there and take the lead on most of these things. The druid may be sitting in the background and giving wise sage advice here and there for specific things, and giving kind of here's a specific thing here. But I'd say most circumstances, the druid will have a hard time communicating the desire for their goals to be put out for the group, because they're inherently going to be taking a back seat with regards to how they role play. So while I would say that, druids have that great opportunity there for being a leader in that specific area, the paladins are going to naturally gravitate towards that, and the druids are going to let that happen. So, because they don't care about people ultimately in the grand scheme of things comparatively to the paladin.
So, two things that I seem to notice when you were talking about this all here
is
one, that your examples seem to follow more of a statistical approach than a roleplay one. The whole idea of the paladin taking the front, the druid taking the back, as some idea of the paladin being the tank or something like that. The tip of the spear, if you will, right?
Yeah.
And you could totally do that, but then that falls apart because druids are. If you wanted to bring up that argument, druids are by far the tankiest class in the game. But
I was meaning more in social situations.
That aside, in social situations,
and you're only really talking about Circle of the Moon druid, because they're the only ones that are going to wild shape that many times anyway.
Well, I mean, technically, all druids have the same number of wild shapes. Circle of the Moon are just more combat focused.
Well,
but the thing is that even in those situations, it seems like they don't
get back as frequently.
No, it's the same amount of time.
Short rest.
Yep.
For all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. And with the other things, with the other things for the paladin and the druid, I think that's more because you're holding to the stereotypes of how druids either should be played or would be played. And I would say that that's why druids are in a lot of ways the most underrated class as far as roleplay goes. But
interesting.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. So I'm gonna summarize my strengths. I think for a paladin is that they are one of the best simple classes to start off with, that gives you a taste of everything the game has to offer. It gives you the cool different styles of play. It gives you access to spells, actual combat prowess, support stuff. Auras, buffs, all these specific kind of things that D&D has to offer. There's almost nothing that you're really missing except for maybe ranged combat. And then in terms of role-playing, you're given basically a smorgasbord of ways that you can decide to role-play it, but it gives you a direction, how you go from there. You know that every D&D adventure starts off like an inverted triangle. You start at a focused point, and then things spread out. You take your character with you go as role-playing. But few classes actually offer assistance to the player in making that better. And I would say that the added simplicity of being given some extra help in that direction there, always based on principles, and your character isn't a static set of principles. They can change, they can grow, and what have you there. The Paladin is the best class in D&D, and then also it's, I would say, fairly balanced across all of its specializations. There's no clear best Paladin, kind of setup and what have you. Lots of them make a lot of sense, whereas Druid, it's basically like, okay, are you a Circle of the Moon god druid that we're going to take all the way to the end game so that you can, break the game and break your DM's heart? Whereas a Paladin is going to be the self-sacrificer going out there and like making sure that the team is, carried on their back in the best way possible.
One other thing I will say about Paladins is that oftentimes the most useful thing they can do is stand still and do nothing. And just be there, exist, basically. As for utility and versatility, Druids will always have them beat, hands down. The only thing they don't really have is the auras, but that they could compensate for fairly well with the spells.
Yeah, but they themselves aren't going to do their combat. You don't get the fantasy of, doing the melee thing, grabbing your really powerful weapon and then going in with that. More often than not, you're going to wild shape into a thing that just does it better than you. So where's the class identity? You're a creature then most of the time in combat, right?
You've got both. And one thing I will say, if you're wanting a class that is easy to play, Druid is definitely not for you. Druid, especially Circle of the Moon Druid, Circle of the Moon Druid specifically, is the hardest and most complicated class. In D&D, right? It's ridiculous.
Which is not always a good thing.
No, it's not always a good thing. But if you can handle that, it is you can have it be whatever you want. You can have it really be whatever you want. You can build it any way you want. And with Paladins, also, they're a martial class with ammunition. Like think about that. Like you can only hit something hard a few times and then you're done. That's generally a bit less fun. But that's just the stats of it.
All right. So y'all, that was our first little dissertation debate dumb thing there. I like that one. That one was pretty fun. Yeah, sure. If y'all want to basically vote to see who won the debate there, 1 for Paladins, 2 for Druids, 1 for Caleb, 2 for Jacob. Let us know in chat.
Yes.
I think that by choosing to go first, I might have been fighting a losing battle by choosing the class. You got to counter basically my thing there. So
no, I mean Paladin was a very solid choice.
Oh, okay.
Paladin was a very solid choice.
Oof. I'm not seeing any more typing. Is it everyone done voting there?
Possibly.
Oh my god, it took 6 or 5 2s before a 1 came out there.
Oh, but then you got a few.
No, the argument was which is the best D&D class.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes some 1s. Okay.
I kind of disagree with Caleb's reasoning, but I think Paladins are a better class.
Oh, okay. So my reasoning is
I mean, I love Paladins
weaker probably because I don't know D&D as well. So I probably could have made better arguments.
Well, I mean, we weren't really debating like the stats anyways. Like it was more of just which one is better from like a narrative.
It's actually a tie
structure
right now.
Yeah.
Unless Rusty didn't vote yet, which he didn't. So now it's actually I'm actually winning.
Although I think it might have been your sort of like pity cry for votes, being like, oh, I guess I don't have any votes. Will someone please vote for me?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's not that I actually made good points or that Paladins just are, better class than Druids. Mm-hmm. I play a Paladin for the moment, so I vote Paladin.
Paladins are fantastic.
See, that's the thing. I feel like people look at Druids and they get scared. So they end up just wild shaping and don't know how to actually play the class. I think that people who play Paladins got excited about Holy Smite. But then when they actually look at what the class has to offer, instead of getting scared by the Druid, they got even more excited.
Yeah. No jug needed. I feel paladins come with a restriction of an oath, whereas druids can be ever-changing just like nature. That's another great point. Like, if you're playing a character for 20 levels, that's a long time. That's years, right? Being able to change, you know, with how things go and just sort of ride the current, that can be a lot more fun. Or at least there's a freedom in that paladins, it's different for. It's different for.
Oh, you're voting for me. Instead of giving it to Jacob's class, you're siding with me. Okay. Bards. Bards are fantastic. Yeah.
I play a tiefling paladin who wants to rise above their heritage. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I think we could do that segment better next time. So we'll have some kind of chat interaction thing where we'll each basically have a talking point, and then one of us will do our thing and we'll talk point it. The other person has to refute that. We'll do a time limit on it. And then after we do like 3 or 5 of those or whatever, we'll see who kind of won their thing there.
Great point. Also, paladin oaths can be interesting if the DM creates a situation where your oaths and beliefs are challenged.
Oh, every good DM will do that, though. Every good DM will do that. I think, if anything, that's another brilliant thing about paladin is they can create story for the DM easily, whereas a druid, in some ways, it's a little bit more simple, which means that it's not as engaging in the long term.
Also, more not trying to win one side or the other, but with paladins, you can, because paladins have an oath, that means there's something that they very strongly care about that is clearly defined, which can and usually does, and this is probably why paladins are not liked as much as they should be. It can cause a lot of conflict with other characters in the party. So that's one of the things where they can be a bit tougher in that sense, because if you adhere to your beliefs, what happens if there's the one person who doesn't quite believe the way the paladin believes, right?
But yeah,
you know,
that's an example of a bad way to play a paladin. Everyone knows that there's that one guy who goes, "It's just what my character would do," that person is playing D&D usually the wrong way.
No, but what I'm saying is when you have something like that, that conflict can be good, because then if you
it can be good.
You can play it in a good way, because then basically, like in my D&D game that I'm in, there's a paladin and a rogue, and of course they don't get along,
of course,
right? But the thing is, it's done really well, because it's the paladin that's basically wanting the rogue to shape up and be the good person that they know they can be.
Okay.
And then the rogue that thinks the paladin just has a stick up their ass, right? But then is also trying to be better in their own way, but they don't want the paladin to see it because they don't want the paladin to win, right? It's wonderful.
Gotcha.
But a lot of times in parties that turns into just the paladin doesn't like you and we don't like the paladin,
right?
But we keep the paladin around because they can heal and stuff, and their auras are nice.
Yeah, that just feels lame too. Hey, DBE1000 with the Twitch Prime for the 11th month. Whoa! Hey, you guys just got home. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah. I mean, the usual behavior of non-role-playing players tends to skew kind of evil. Murder things you don't know well and then take their stuff. Exactly, which is why I think that I needed to state that paladins are actually one of the best classes, because more people, I feel like, who do it's just what my character would do, tend to go in the evil thing, and they get a pass because they're a warlock or a rogue, which, by the way, the warlock is usually way more dark and evil than the rogue is.
Sure. Well, in the whole thing, usually this is kind of a tangent, but usually that's not so much an issue of them doing evil stuff. It's more of an issue of making the party not want to be with them. Especially if it turns to stealing from the party. Just because you have a high stealth and sleight of hand and deception, modifier, doesn't mean that's a good idea. And if it gets to the point where if you were not a player character, but you were an NPC and you did that to the party, they just decide, you know what, we don't like you that much, we'll just kill you and be done with it.
Yep, exactly.
And be prepared for the consequences.
Yeah. What if you kind of forget what your character's principles are? Like, if they honestly never really cared in the first place.
Well, Danny kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet.
Oh, yes. Don't be the lawful stupid paladin or the comically evil warlock. Yeah. I mean, I've seen some really interesting lawful good paladins. I've seen some really good, like, chaotic evil warlocks.
Right. The idea is that you can do anything, but just know why you're doing the thing.
Yeah, don't just say, it's what my character would do. Say what the reason is.
Show, don't tell.
Or show, don't tell, even better. All right, so let's roll a d20 and get to the next segment here.
Yes. We might not get through all of these today because,
that's okay. Whatever, we can take a couple a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Natural 16. Okay.
Natural 12.
Natural 16. Okay, yeah. So we have fake roasting, an anime that we love. Oh, awesome. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. So we are going to take an anime that we love.
Not Bleach or Sword Art Online.
Sure, because those anime are ones we totally love.
So what do we do for this one?
We have to find something we recently watched, because I feel like that's going to help a lot here. But we're going to roast the hell out of it.
Okay.
Okay, people are suggesting things. Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo. Okay.
Haikyuu.
Oh,
that would hurt.
I don't know if I can do that. Monster. Lots of people are saying JoJo. Okay. Please roast the Promised Neverland. Berserk. I don't know. I feel like we should do something that people really like. Like a really popular one of those.
Like Airbender or
No. Airbender's popular, but I'm talking about of the anime. JoJo's basically roasting itself. That's too easy. Yeah, I agree.
That's true. That's a good point.
But I think Attack on Titan is actually the easiest one.
Try to roast Domekano? No, that's too easy.
Let's roast Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Okay.
What are those characters, y'all? Like the character development is practically non-existent. Like
here's
Mikasa
the thing.
has been cock-blocked for 3 seasons.
We have so many characters, and it's over such a long period of time, and yet they stick to their shticks. No pun intended. Almost entirely. Like where's the growth? Like it's so extreme that when we finally do get character development for a character, it blows our minds.
We're like, oh my god, best anime ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Armin roasted. Wow. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Erwin, they're like, hey, let's have Sophie's Choice kind of situation. Let's just have this there because we need a character death. But Connie, Sasha, useless characters. We could just totally have killed them off by now. But no,
why
we don't.
That? Yeah, because we want to have the one specific character death that's happening at this point.
Right.
Because this is totally realistic and stuff.
And anyone can die in Attack on Titan. Unless they're not the main characters.
Right. Yeah. They literally killed off everyone except the named characters and only killed one named character. Because also, let's go back to the beginning of Attack on Titan.
Oh, shoot.
Just how much edge does Eren need?
Here we go.
You have this great story, right? This great story with this wonderful setting and whatnot, and then suddenly you decide to turn it into a flesh mecha? Like, really?
Right.
Really? You decide to have the main character defeat everything with the power of rage? Come on. Like, is that the best you can do? And then we're going to spend 12 episodes going through a forest, being chased by this other Titan that hadn't been built up till that point. We just pull it out of our ass because why not, right?
Right.
We could have just introduced it at the beginning alongside the Armored and Colossal Titan.
Yeah, we could have had basically a scream of a female Titan.
Yeah, and it could have been this great mystery, but no, we don't do that, right? And then
it's all part of Erwin's failsafe plan.
Exactly.
Mission success. Mission failed.
And then we're going to spend 12 episodes or whatever, coming up with all these different ways to try and beat this antagonist that we don't actually care about, right? And the twist isn't even that much of a twist. Like, let's be real. After Eren.
Yeah.
Okay. I could understand not getting Eren right away because you think he's dead and it's like, okay, right?
But let's be real. Everyone knew that Eren was that Titan.
Everyone knew that Eren was that Titan. And once it's confirmed that, yes, Eren is that Titan with the hair and whatnot, right? Then as soon as the female Titan shows up, it's like, oh, hi, Annie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. It was blindly obvious.
And then not only do they spend all this time focusing on conflict that doesn't matter between characters that are nameless, right? Most of the time, female Titan isn't actually interacting with any characters we know, right?
Which just having the other boys just stand on trees and think about I wonder if we know what's going to happen here.
And having like a 12-minute flashback in the middle of Eren being chased by the female Titan.
What was that?
To give depth to squad Levi, right?
So that we can kill them.
So we can kill them, because otherwise people won't care. And then on top of that, with all this conflict...
You're going hard, man.
On top of all this conflict, it never actually goes anywhere. The good guys fail like 3 solid times in a row with this character that was a tertiary character at best. Like, think about that.
Yep.
Think about that for a second.
Oh my god. Yes. Yeah.
And then, murdering Squad Levi for cheap shock value? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Since Eren's death, the only characters that have been like big deaths in terms of characters all happened at the end of season 3. Let's take Kenny, for example. I'm going to roast the heck out of Kenny, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Where the hell did he come from?
Where the hell did he come from? All right, Isayama. Yeah. You're like, I need a serial killer ripoff from London's folklore, so we're going to have Kenny the Ripper show up. What? He's going to be built up? We're going to have some person just say, have you ever heard of Kenny the Ripper? Randomly in the beginning of season 3, and just introduce him, and it's like, how about we just give a side dish of side antagonist,
Right.
A little bit of basic bitch garlic butter, bread and stuff, and then have him come in and it's like, ooh, it's tasty and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's really there just to prop up the fan favorite character, Levi, so that he can actually be even more badass, even more rule of cool, while they ham-fist exposition hardcore in a poorly paced first half of season 3.
And again, where did this guy come from?
Yep.
Right? It is so obvious that Kenny came out of literally nowhere with a tragic backstory right before he dies, right? So that you care about him.
Classic flashback.
And then we just attach him onto Levi. And let's talk about Levi for a second.
Oh, here we go.
Where's Levi's depth? Where, like, now granted,
it's in a side movie that no one watched. Boom, roasted.
OVAs, yes. But now here's the thing. To their credit, Levi has the rule of cool. He has the rule of cool. And in this situation, in this setting, right, where people like go mad with the stress of it, Levi doesn't. And that's good. He does that pretty well. But
you know what his depth is, Jacob?
But what
he doesn't like dirty
what
things.
Does he have other than that? Yeah, like
he's a clean freak.
Like, if you want to take the character main character from Toradora and just put him in Attack on Titan, make him badass. Not that there's no other clean freaks out there. I mean, you can do that, but you literally set up these other 2 characters that are very close to Levi, right? They're all together, right? The parallels between them, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, are very strong. It's right up front, right? It doesn't take genius to see it.
Yep.
What do they do with that? What do they show about how these characters like went through hell together? Or
nope, those are in OVAs.
Like
those are in OVAs. Yeah.
Nothing.
We paired the best one of them, Hanji, with a faceless, basically boring tertiary character who's been around and been helpful and stuff. But what is his character? Nothing. He's basically just a good boy scout that's going to die at some point protecting Hanji and tossing her by the god powers of plot armor into a well at a very particular point in time. And by the way, y'all, we are roasting Attack on Titan for fun here.
Yeah.
Those of you who are just joining into the podcast.
This is
I'm sorry if you're thinking like, oh
Attack
my god.
Attack on Titan is one of my absolute favorite shows. But here's the other thing about Levi. As much as his rule of cool is awesome, and when he dishes out the damage, it's great. But Beyblade... Really? Like, here's the thing.
Spin to win, y'all.
Here's the thing. There comes a point, especially in Attack on Titan, because Attack on Titan, even though the flesh mecha thing kind of breaks the whole realism aspect, but there's this idea that, okay, through human ingenuity and grit and determination, they're fighting back against these things that they have literally no reason to be able to fight against, right?
But then they're like, Ackermans just have a superpower.
Well,
because you
don't even know that Levi's an Ackerman at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole inertia thing for 3D maneuver gear, whatever, it's cool, right? But and that's not too crazy, right? They still have people dying plenty. But Beyblade, really.
Also, like, let's roast the best part about Attack on Titan.
Yes.
The season 3 ending. We need to talk about how they basically said, hey, you know what? We've got a direction for this to go, and we've planned it all along. In fact, you will see why basically the first half of this season sucked. Because we had to make sure that we could prepare properly for the transition to what was, notably, I would say, a good a good transition point for giving us explanation on the island, you know, where we are, and having a not lost situation. But they basically said, you know what, we're gonna take all that conflict, all that stuff there, we're gonna drag it out over exposition over about 3 or 4 episodes or so, and then we're basically gonna spend the last 2 episodes just kind of debating whether or not we are really, like, worth it saving. Like, are we really worth it? Yeah. Great speech, Flock. You are such a great usage of time for our finale, for our moment where we could be dealing with the emotion of realizing what happens.
Introducing a new character during, like, one of the most crucial, important, built-up 2 points in the series. Like, okay.
Just to have him react and make the characters feel things.
And here's another thing. This is a great point. There are a lot of things that are just forgotten about in Attack on Titan. Like, so no one noticed that Mikasa and Levi have the same last name for 3 seasons. Okay. Now, granted, it's a short amount of time in universe, but still, that's kind of okay. And then the whole key in the basement in season 1. It took so long for them to actually get to that from episode 2 it was, or whatever, when you know, Eren has the flashbacks and everything, and the key, you know, being handed off and whatnot, till the part where, you know, the cannon's up above, right, and Eren has that flashback of their memories will help you, you know, use this power and whatnot. So why didn't they maybe explain, like, where did Eren's dad go all this time? Or just have that question brought up, like, at all?
Like, I love how our roasting is basically bringing up, like, kinda legitimate complaints, whereas most of them have, like, a side of sarcasm, but it's like, we're not doing the classic, like, statement, punchline, roasted, you know, kind of thing there.
We kind of made our characters too OP so the Titans aren't a threat anymore, so we need an enemy. Yeah, just go with Nazis. They always work. Is this Hellsing? Like,
so maybe Levi should show more casual aspects of his personality, not just be some OP Yanwei of the Recon Scout Legiment Corps. Yes. Also, Armored Titan should be called Plot Armored Titan by now. The number of circumstances and ass-pulls compared to conspiring to keep Reiner alive is astonishing by now.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Completely.
Absolutely
ridiculous. Bertolt was done dirty, y'all.
Yep.
Bertolt was done dirty. And Reiner, more like whiner, you know, roasted.
Oh,
Reiner, more like he should have been Titan Diner, roasted.
Also, Studio Wit, could you at least treat your employees right so you can have some consistent goddamn animation? Like, because here's the thing. As amazing as that Levi Sakaga was in episode 2 of part 1 of season 3, right? If you look at Attack on Titan as a whole, they'll have these moments of genius animation. And then you'll have Jean horse legs, where he's behind the horse, and you realize his torso is this tall, is this long, because he has 5-foot legs, because they forgot that, oh, wait a minute, if he's standing behind a horse, we actually should show his pelvic region, right? Because there's no way his legs are that long, right? Like, oh boy.
Oh my god, that was amazing. I want to do that segment again sometime. That was fun. That was fun. So that commences our anime roasting of Attack on Titan.
Yes, exactly. If the roasts aren't based on truth, then they aren't real roasts. Exactly.
There you go.
And true love is when you love something in spite of its flaws. Next time, do Konosuba.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the fact that they didn't release a season 2 for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a thing.
Yep.
We're like, you know, people really want Attack on Titan season 2. What should we give them? Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Brilliant.
You know, I wonder if you were to look up just how many anime Wit made in between Attack on Titan season 1 and 2. Like. Yeah. Now, granted, that's to let the manga get ahead and whatnot, so that we could have this awesomeness that we've been having. But
yeah, I've loved season 3. In fact, season 2 probably still is my favorite season overall. But the last, like, the whole Shiganshina arc of season 3 was so good. It was
so good.
So good. We should have a roast each other, or better, a roast yourself if you think a roast each other could end badly. I think it would be a funny thing for a roast SOS kind of thing, but maybe maybe not roasting people yet. I think that might be a little bit too.
Let's level
much
up a bit before we get to that.
Exactly. Give ourselves more things to roast on, basically. Give you more ammo before that time there. All right. D20 time. Roll, Jacob. Let's see what we get. What do we get? Natural 20! He did it! Natural 20,
this die is magical.
Well done. Oh my god.
It knows its master. It knows its master, and it doesn't roll anything. Because it's a nat 20, that means a reroll.
A reroll is needed, yes. Natural 15.
15.
So cool.
Ooh. Self-insert.
Self-insert. Okay. So for self-insert, what we do is we take an anime that we've seen...
And we self-insert.
And see what we would do here.
So,
okay.
What would be a good anime for us to put ourselves into and try and do an exploration of how we would fare and what our decisions would be in this world?
Hey, and also, like, we'll spin off of what you guys are saying too. So, like, give us some.
Like when we start discussing something, doesn't hentai count as self-insert? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my god. JoJo, Berserk, Konosuba, Death Note, Hinamatsuri. Next time this roasting happens, I'm gonna get barbecue and save money due to the roast having AoE.
Battle lines.
Oh.
Domestic girlfriend.
SAO. Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay, Caleb. Domestic girlfriend. No.
That's not even that interesting. We need a world that actually seems legit. Maybe Abyss.
No, we just not go in the damn abyss. Like,
the shortest self-insert story. We're just like, have fun, everybody.
Yeah, y'all are crazy.
We've read tvtropes.com for 5 months of our lifetime.
That's the D&D thing where the character that you make, like when you roll real bad stats or whatever, they just figure out, the adventuring life is not for me. I'm going to stay home and live.
This character just died.
Or decided to be a farmer.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. This character decided to be a farmer. I think this actually might be the good time for JoJo's, though. Because JoJo's has so many ridiculous things of it.
Here's the thing.
We would be great side characters in Morio, for instance.
Would JoJo's be too unrealistic? That we wouldn't be able to actually do self-inserts because we wouldn't know how we would... Like, we wouldn't even look the same. We'd get JoJo-fied.
Well, we wouldn't necessarily have a stand.
But our shoulder span would increase by at least 25%.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, I'm fine with it too, but how do we even do that?
I feel like I would be a Morio boy. So here's the thing. I'm gonna have it be a specific one for me. I think that I want to do self-insert into Morio, and my thing is that I don't want to be interesting. I don't want to be anyone special. I want to be playing Ultimate Frisbee, living my quiet life, and just playing Ultimate Frisbee. And there's gonna be random stand battles that'll just happen in my environment and stuff. And it'll get me so creatively juiced for the idea of there being something interesting beyond this world, and I'll write about it. And my writing will suck, but the thing is that it'll be I'll really believe that I saw crazy stuff going on, because I don't see the stands, but I see the effect of people just kind of standing there and stuff exploding all around them and what have you. And I'll see someone get punched and then reform back into a stable setting or what have you, and just be it'll break my brain basically.
My name is Jacob. I'm 38 years old. Oh boy. Okay, here's the thing. I feel now I don't want to be tooting my own horn here, but I feel like I might actually have a weird enough personality to get a stand if I was in JoJo's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get shot with the stand arrow by the dad. You would just have a stand.
Maybe I would. I don't know. I have weird luck.
Okay, so you're basically saying that either way, you're just bizarre enough that you would get your OC.
Here's the thing. Here's the
true self-insert. Here we go.
Here's the thing. In order to do a self-insert, you need to actually be able to do something in the world, right?
Yeah.
And if you're in JoJo's, but if you're in JoJo's and you're not a stand user, what do? How do you fit? Because the thing is, you're also fitting into the story. And how would you do that if you're not a stand user?
I mean, in a lot of ways, I guess you'd have to basically have this be a true self-insert and replace a JoJo's character with yourself, basically.
Okay, sure. So,
I mean,
all right. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Okay, who are you replacing?
Polnareff.
Polnareff.
Yeah.
So you are
so I would love
Frenchman. Or instead,
no. I'm me. I'm me in Polnareff's situation.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm out for revenge.
Let's go with this.
I'm out for revenge, but the thing is, I'm not going to be an idiot. I'm actually going to do this smart, right?
But you're still out for revenge, so you're still pretty stupid.
I'm still out for revenge, so I'm a bit emotionally clouded, which I can get.
So a little stupid.
I like to think I'd be calculating in my emotional stupidity.
Right. You're porting in also some Count of Monte Cristo level 5-head intelligence in there, right?
I might not actually be able to do like crazy 200 IQ plays, from that standpoint. But like, I don't know, maybe like I would pick up pretty quick that like, hey, there's stand users out here and people are sending stand users against us. Maybe every time you're anywhere, you should be keeping an eye out for where's the stand user. Like, it's not like we run into like dozens of them over the course of our journey, right? And maybe, just maybe, I'd start using a buddy system so that, okay, everyone go around with at least one other person so that when you get attacked by a stand, right, you're not by yourself, right? Because most of these stands, their weaknesses are things that are just a problem once the stand affects you, right?
Sure.
But when it doesn't, you're just fine.
You just walk away.
You just walk away, or you help the other person get out of their situation. So,
okay,
that is what I would do. And then as far
as... simple answer. Just listen to the background music.
Yeah. Now,
bold of you to assume that the group would actually listen to your advice. You know where my self-insert would be? I would be Iggy. I would be an asshole little dog. That just seems like me, too. Like,
doesn't Caleb mean dog?
It does mean dog. That's why I chose it. Yeah, I would be basically Iggy,
at least you're
better.
That dog, not getting burned alive.
I would be less of a prick and jumping into people's faces and farting and peeing on them.
And we wouldn't get along. It's perfect.
No, that's the twist, is that we would somewhat get along.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
the world of JoJo's is not kind to dogs, though.
No, but see, that's the thing. I'd be the dog that lived.
Because I would actually try to save me.
It's only a 10-year time skip. I would make it to Morio. Yeah. See, they kind of became best friends near the end. Exactly.
Yes, that is very true. That is very true.
And we both save each other's lives. But also, I would be like the one that no one suspected to actually be that smart.
Sure. Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
If we're going realistically, I would also piss off Jotaro. Because I would basically determine, all right, I need to stay near that guy, right, if I want to survive here. So I'd basically just follow Jotaro around everyone. He'd just be like, yada, does it. Like he would really want to just beat the hell out of me, right? But I'd be like, nope, it's fine. I'll just stay over here. I'll see what he sees, and I'll be like, okay, he's noticing stuff like that. He tips his hat down. He does all that stuff. I'm like, all right. If I keep this guy alive, the whole group's gonna be okay, right? And then I just try and watch for Jotaro's blind spots. Not that he has any.
I think something that you would implement, and I would be all in this with you, is we would train with our stands against each other and just have basic fights.
Exactly.
In between our adventures and stuff.
Why didn't they do stuff like that?
Why didn't they do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Saltoon, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also, random displays of your own stand to try and reflexively shock the people that you think might be stand users.
Right.
Like go to punch them or stab them or something and just stop and see if they respond.
Yeah, and all it looks like is you just kind of going like that to them, and they're like,
and maybe
Can
not
I help
even
you?
that. Maybe not even that, like depending on how you do it.
Yeah, all you do is you cross your arms and you just lean back into the left, and then suddenly your stand like goes to punch them, and it like, doesn't punch
exactly.
them. But that would be pretty good there. Caleb will be the Joseph Joestar of dogs. Oh my god.
I imagine Polnareff being extremely paranoid, but still getting the worst luck of the whole group. That's probably what it would end up being.
You would. And the worst part is you would probably be the one that lives, like Polnareff.
Uh-huh.
Everyone else would die.
And then it'd instead be this traumatizing thing.
Right, you'd be super depressed, and then you'd just ditch the Joe Bros and be like, screw this, I'm going back to France. Y'all are ridiculous. Somehow I lived. because I actually followed my zombie plan, basically.
Yeah,
you know,
I'd basically be trying to.
You'd be like,
plan.
always double tap, like check the back seat, like don't go alone, like
don't worry if they're babies.
Yeah, yeah, limber up. You're like basically the zombie land stand user. Basically, you always are like.
And the thing is,
for everything.
I wouldn't even necessarily be very good at it.
Yeah, and the Joe Bros would end up probably hating you because you'd just be making their job like way less.
Oh yeah,
fun.
they would not be having fun with the trip.
Right, the Joseph equivalent would actually hate you.
Yeah.
He's like, we're just grabbing a Coca-Cola.
I'd be like, nope.
It's not that big of a deal. And he'd be like, nope.
We get our meals pre-packaged. We carry them with us on our backs. We're strong enough. We've got big muscles. We can do it.
Also, we won't take all these detours when we're trying to save Holly.
Exactly. Okay, the plane didn't work once. Well, let's do it again. What are the odds that another stand user would crash the plane?
Okay, I think that was a good one. Self-insert is fun. All right, another D20 roll. We're doing a bit more so we can get this moving a little bit. All right, here we go.
Joseph was extra careful about the Coca-Cola and the Oingo Boingo. That is very true.
All right, we have 9 here. Okay, I'm going to have this one. Since we've got 9 again, skip ahead to the next one. So let's do top 5.
All right.
Okay, so this one is a segment we call basically top 5 blank. So chat, you need to basically give us prompts for top 5 and then of a specific thing, and then we'll give you answers for those ones there.
Right.
So top 5.
And
this thing.
These will absolutely be objectively true lists because this is not opinionated. This is not opinionated at all. And we are not coming up with this on the spot, so we will never change our minds about this.
Totally not coming up with this on the spot.
You can take this to the bank for all of eternity, right? Yeah. This will be our opinion. And
top
in fact,
5 TV tropes.
Ooh. Top 5 TV tropes. That's tough because everything's a trope at some point.
There's 10 million TV tropes, so let's not do that one. Top 5 fights in shonen anime. Ooh. I'm just gonna spit out a couple that I think are like really high up there. I really think that. Oh wait, I guess Avatar: Last Airbender is not a shonen anime. Crap. Okay. Yeah. I think that in terms of probably shonen anime fights that are like way up there, I would say, for simplicity's sake, and for one that has all the buildup of a classic shonen fight but ends up being just a complete beatdown, is Kurapika versus Uvogin.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the coolest shonen classic fights.
That was awesome.
But it's about someone getting hard countered and absolutely decimated.
Yeah,
that's a good one right there.
That one's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
As for
Let's just come up with 5 and then.
Okay, well, I don't know if this counts as shonen. It's a movie, but
okay.
I mean, well, okay, no, hold on. I was gonna say Sword of the Stranger, but no. Deku versus Todoroki.
Deku versus Todoroki. Okay.
The meaning behind that fight and everything, and the animation for the fight is also amazing. But what that fight represented, what it was for the story, it was so good.
Good. Yeah.
Like even All Might versus All for One.
Uh-huh.
I think Deku versus Todoroki takes the cake.
Sure.
Because it almost feels like the Zuko versus Azula versus the Aang versus Ozai kind of a thing.
Right.
You know? But yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do one that had no real clear winner because this person they were basically helped by others before the fight. But Wrath and Scar in FMAB, that is some classic, good, like there's some superpowers involved there.
But not too many.
But just all the little beats as they're basically these nameless, opponents that have like never encountered each other before, but represent 2 ideologies coming at this whole thing here. So it was so symbolic when the fight was over and how it went down that they're both there just left bleeding out at the end. Also, if any of y'all are feeling that there's some stream lag, that's probably on your end because we have no dropped frames on our end here. So I don't know with that whole thing here. But yeah, Scar and Wrath for sure. Will be another one. In a lot of ways, top 5 shonen battles lend themselves to going towards like things from the big shonen. And the thing is that I'm not a big fan of any of them really yet, because either I don't like Bleach really. I'm starting One Piece, and then Naruto I haven't even seen it yet.
I wanted to say Ichigo versus Byakuya that first time because that was very well built up to, and it was pretty awesome. But I'm gonna go for instead. Well,
all right.
That's tough. That's tough. You go.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that even though it's not an anime technically, it is kind of a young kind of action anime in general, and I feel like it just deserves to be on a list of like top 5 animated battles out there. Is the Zuko versus Azula fight? I'm cheating. I don't care. But, it's one of the best battles.
It's so good
in anime. Ever. Just fantastic.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm getting something.
Oh, I've got something too.
Getting something?
Yeah. Mob Psycho Season 2.
Okay.
Mob Psycho Season 2 has so many great fights, but I want to say in terms of like something that just happened recently, the whole encounter with Shimazaki fighting everyone there was probably one of the coolest animated fights we've seen.
That was absolutely amazing. Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. I'm not sure which one to pick.
Okay.
But from the Fate series.
Oh.
From the Fate series.
Is that shonen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shonen.
All right.
Gilgamesh versus Berserker.
Sure.
In both Fate Zero and UBW.
Yeah.
Both of those are
they're pretty good. I would say the Fate Zero one is better, but
yeah, I think the Fate Zero one is better.
Oh,
but like,
wait a minute.
Then there's also like, there's so many fights in Fate that are amazing.
Dude,
like,
we're forgetting the obvious one.
What?
Jotaro versus Dio. That's one of the best shonen fights ever.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But sorry, Fate. You were going to be mentioning Fate.
Yeah, the Fate Zero Berserker versus Gilgamesh. So good.
With even the jets and everything.
Yeah, with stuff. the
oh yeah.
Like with the What? Like yeah. That was so good.
Oh yeah, people don't spoil One Piece stuff. Gon versus Pito, I would say, was more of a character moment than a top 5 shonen fight. Okay, let's do another top 5 thing here. Let's check to see what other people submitted here. Let's do something pretty specific so we can get the answers pretty quickly here.
Top
5 anime mentors.
Ooh, well, okay. All right. This is going to go quickly.
This is going to go quite quickly.
All right. Bro Skandar, Kamina, Reagan, Hana from Wolf Children. What would the 5th one be?
Hana from Wolf Children?
Oh yeah, she's totally the mentor. I mean, she's an actual parent, but
I'm gonna say veto that. Do a different one.
Okay,
that's a parent, and I would say
well, sure, and it's focusing so much on there isn't a lot of the story where she's actually the mentor. A lot of it's just raising them. Okay,
for sure. I would say that looking at those characters that have kind of the the reluctant mentor in some ways, like kind of Onizuka. Like in a way, Onizuka is, I would say, one of those anime mentors that's also kind of the weird perv guy, but
it totally works.
He's also like the MC, so it's a weird situation. Well, because he is kind of young and stuff, we don't think of him as a mentor, but he really is a mentor for the students and stuff.
Okay.
Another one, I would say we could just throw All Might in there.
Yeah,
I would say All Might's one of the best mentors of recent
All Might's amazing.
Yeah.
That was a pretty fast top 5.
That was pretty quickly. Yeah, done pretty quickly. Let's do, what do we got here?
Maybe there's some new ones at the bottom.
Okay, let me check. Top 5 Nen abilities. Oh, that's pretty good. I would say in some ways, like Bungee Gum being so simple, but the way Hisoka uses it is probably one of the top 5, but it's not the best one.
Yeah, because it's top 5 Nen abilities, not the abilities of your top 5 Nen people, right? Like so like for Kurapika, for instance, it wouldn't be all of the different things that Kurapika does with his chains.
Oh, so we'll use the
specific
things
specific
there?
thing.
I would say then Kurapika's Judgment Chain is one of the best Nen abilities.
Yeah, that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that Compound Interest.
Yes. Chapter 7 Bankruptcy.
Chapter 7 Bankruptcy is one of the other ones that's probably probably one of the best designed
easily
ones
top
there.
5 for me.
I would say Crollo Lucifer's ability to take Nen abilities is also one of the best ones because of how many conditions he has to clear before he can do it. So that's another one I would say. I would say that if we looked at specifically,
I really liked Nov's.
Nov, yeah.
I forget what it was called, but
it was practically plot breaking.
Yeah, like that is the one. Like that is one of the ones that I would want. Like because that's like Batman prep kind of stuff. Like that's utility to the max
for sure.
I loved it.
I would say it's still pick Bungee Gum because there's no specific abilities he's used with it. But maybe Texture Surprise, the idea that he uses it constantly to deceive people by using basically minor illusion to such great effect. So he basically took like a D&D cantrip in a very limited instance and changed the story multiple times with it. So, yeah. I don't know, that's what I would pick. I think a lot of the ones in the Phantom Troop are interesting, but they're not specifically an ability.
Well, or it's interesting, but it's like because it's the Phantom Troop, I feel like we don't get as much time to see them as individuals do their thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the fifth would be for me.
Let me see. What other top 5s have we got here? People commenting on that. Top
5 Seinen.
Top 5 Seinen, yeah.
Seinen,
yeah. The first. Top 5 Seinen. Monster goes number 1 instantly. I would say the only flaws Monster has is its pacing and some minor character decisions. Other than that, it's basically just like the typical weakness of like the MC being less interesting than like 4 of the side characters, you know.
Right.
But Monster, I would say, is really high up there. I would say, I don't think March is a seinen. I think that's a shonen.
Yeah, it's a shonen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Berserk pretty high up there as well.
Yes, Berserk is definitely
Berserk
up there.
And Monster right up at the top.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I would say that in some ways NG requires like an influence, like kind of special mention.
But it's still a shonen.
It's still kind of a shonen.
It's still a shonen.
Yeah.
It's just a very different kind of shonen.
Yeah. We haven't watched actually as many seinen as, you know,
right. And because of that, this might feel like it's like maybe it's a lot of nostalgia.
Just top 5 that we've watched.
But Black Lagoon. I would say because like when I think about seinen, a lot of the times I think that it's basically like shonen, but basically just generally tends to be like darker and grittier and sometimes like kind of edgier, you know.
Sure.
And I think Black Lagoon fits that role really well while still being just a great show. And like it's one of those ones that for me was a great surprise of being fun action with a lot of good substance to it when it wanted to.
Yeah.
Baccano, is that a seinen?
Baccano, if Baccano's a seinen, that definitely goes up there for sure.
Yeah, Baccano would definitely go on there.
Cowboy Bebop? Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's pretty good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
March is definitely a seinen. Oh, I didn't...
Really?
Okay, it comes in the same as Berserk. Then, yeah, March comes in like a lion, goes up there before things like, you know, a couple of the other ones we mentioned there. Yeah, but Baccano is okay, but I would say it doesn't go up there as much with these greats. It's really good, but it's more that it's like it's underrated, so I feel like I need to put it out there more than it being near flawless, like something like...
Well, it's tough because with seinen, since it's technically a demographic, not a genre, then it has all kinds of different genres, but I still associate it with being like action, but geared towards an older audience kind of a thing.
Well, it's seinen doesn't mean anything with
I know, but that's still just sort of like what I end up thinking of it as.
Yeah. Oh, Akbach with the tier 1 sub for the 8th month. Hey, happy JoJo Fridays. Wait, JoJo Fridays?
Wait.
Is JoJo, like, coming out on Fridays on, like, Crunchyroll and stuff?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, top 5 reaction series. Not the series itself, but how good you think your discussions' reactions were. Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, MHA.
I think MHA deserves a spot, like, on, like, 4th place because... like somewhere in like the middle bottom, because it was huge for us transitioning into being a discussion channel.
Yes.
And let's talk about why on this one here, because I feel like if you look at MHA, our videos get longer and longer as time goes on. It's not just because we become more invested in the series, but I think we figured out our flow as a channel from MHA.
Right.
I would say another one that kind of deserves just to be in the best reaction slot in terms of like I actually enjoy watching it myself is Haikyuu.
Haikyuu, yeah.
Haikyuu had some of the most excited discussion and reaction stuff from us of them all.
Oh yeah, because like we're excited in general to be able to watch anime and discuss it, right? But with Haikyuu, there was something about it that yeah. Yeah, Haikyuu is something special.
I think it goes into those areas where you have the ones that have the really good discussion, but there's something about it that touches us emotionally. So I would say something like Made in Abyss doesn't really fit the bill, because while it touched us emotionally at certain parts, I would say the discussion quality, at least on my end, wasn't as good. For obvious meme reasons. But like something like Kill la Kill, for instance, I would say the discussion quality ebbed and flowed. Like, there were times where it was better than others, but the reaction part in general, I felt like that was one of the best ones, for sure.
Yeah, if
you haven't seen our Kill la Kill reactions.
I just enjoyed Kill la Kill so stupid much. Like, and I expected to, right? Because with the poll that it was on, it was something where it's like, yes, I'm ready for a show more of this nature, right?
For sure.
But I didn't expect to like it that much.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to like it that much. It was ridiculous. Like, that's 50% of the reason that I dictator slotted Gridman.
Sure.
Was because it's like, oh, this is another Trigger show that might give me that same like feeling as Kill la Kill or something similar.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Weirdly enough, I'm going to actually throw out there one that I feel like it was really good when it was really good. And that's Violet Evergarden. I feel like our Violet Evergarden discussions and reactions at specific parts went into some of the best stuff we've ever done. Oh yeah, like Ping Pong. Ping Pong and Violet Evergarden I would say in the same breath, basically. Ping Pong's probably actually a little bit better, actually. But yeah, that's a good one. Attack on Titan. Because we've never been really more hyped for a show than like, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is just crazy because
it's a crazy show.
Yeah. But Your Lie in April reactions hurt.
Yeah, Your Lie in April, I feel like that's not one that was in terms of best reactions for me.
Well, or at least I feel like the discussion maybe not. Like the reactions are visceral.
Right.
But like
the monster discussions I feel like are the best discussions because at some point I realized that the show was almost too smart for me. Like, no, I realized the show was too smart with me, and I was okay with that. Like, I couldn't follow everything, but I was having so much fun trying to follow as much as I could. Sure. And I feel like you and I bounced off each other really well in Monster.
Well, the way Monster works, like, the themes are so clear and so crisp that I feel like it's easy to discuss and theorize because you know what the show's about. Because with a show that goes on for a long time, it can feel hard to talk about anything beyond like what you're immediately watching, you know, like a few episodes ahead.
Right.
But with Monster, it felt easy.
Yeah.
What?
The episode 25 reaction of Berserk. Yep.
Oh,
if I want to see like emotions that I went through all over again and like have myself actually get like a stomach ache or a headache.
You were so mad at me.
I was
so mad.
I was so viscerally like pained and frustrated from
You were
Berserk.
like, how could you get me to watch? Why did you make me watch this, Jacob? Like,
oh my god. Oh, Kizu 2.
Oh,
yes.
Kizu 2.
Kizu 2 I feel like needs to be put up there as one of the greatest like animated things of all time.
Well, and the tough thing is that you know, you talk about Kizu 2 and yeah, it's stupid amazing, but then at the same time it's like, but Kizu 3, like it's weird.
Well, yeah, Kizu 3 just for the fight scene deserves some kind of award for having it be so ridiculous and yet so well presented.
Like, oh man.
But yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And part 2 of JoJo's.
Let's do another D20 roll. We've had a lot of these, but we want to do a couple more sections here before we end the podcast. 6.
We have already done 6, I believe. Yes.
Okay. So let's re-roll.
8. I think we've already done 8.
Okay.
Okay, let's just... All right. Okay.
Okay, let's roll again. Roll again. One more time. Okay.
11. So that would be 1. So, anime tier lists.
Ooh, anime tier lists.
Anime tier lists.
A lot of rating stuff today. All right.
All right. Okay. So,
all right. Okay. An anime tier list. So let me figure this out. Y'all, so you know that tier maker site?
Toothbrush scene though. Oh boy. Yeah. In Violet Evergarden episode 10.
Yes, there's a website with that. Let me go to that really quick. So how about we do like a typical just kind of for fun chat.
Oh,
putting out the tier maker for just anime in general. This could be pretty fun. We've already done a waifu tier kind of thing there though.
I'll give Parasite a "You are Izumi Shinichi, right?" out of 10.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait.
Kurosaki-kun.
Oh my god. All right. I don't think we should do one where we have to make it, though. I think we'll just take one of these and run with it. And then just go through it and just have fun. Okay, I found one that's a top 100 anime tier list thing. And we'll just spam go through with it really quickly.
All right, cool.
All right. This is the time to potentially make sure we don't trigger anyone.
All right, so we've got do we have a thing set up for sharing this? Like, so people can see
I think so. Let me do this really quick here. Let's put this up here.
Oh boy.
And then let's do this up here.
Is that how it works? Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Oh wait, and then...
Oh wait, hold on, yeah.
Wait a minute.
We'll do this.
Right, and then...
We'll bring us down. We'll bring us down here.
Okay, awesome. Oh, this is gonna go great. Yeah, no salt at all.
Okay, this is gonna be.
And let's move that OBS so we can see the chat.
Because right, yeah, for sure.
Let's be real. Even though you guys are gonna be great and do your best to not be salty, we know how this goes.
Okay.
We know how this goes.
All right. Let's try this out here. Okay. Here we go. This is gonna be.
So this is a top 100 anime. Now,
yeah.
Maybe this is like. So is it?
I think it's like just popular anime.
Okay, yeah. This doesn't look like the top 100 anime list that Japan did or whatever a while back.
Okay, gotcha.
So, wait, why is Naruto on here multiple times?
I think they do it by seasons and stuff.
Oh wait, I think it's Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
Well. I'm so salty there isn't Monster.
There's a lot of things on here that I'm not really recognizing.
There's another one. There's the My Little Monster. That's the same as Monster, right?
Okay, there is a thing for they've never watched here.
Right, and a lot of things will be going under there, yeah.
Okay, so let's go from the top and move our way down, right?
Baccano. That's S tier.
I think,
or maybe A tier.
I think Baccano deserves S tier, but it's A tier. Let's be real here. It's not S tier.
Okay, I mean we can change it later, I suppose.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Naruto, regular Naruto.
Um.
You've seen it. I have not.
Yeah.
So if I haven't seen it, I will not vote.
I would at best put it at C tier.
Okay. So basic shonen.
I'd
C tier.
I'd put it at D tier.
Oh, you put it at D tier.
No.
Or would you put Shippuden in D tier?
It can get C.
Okay.
Shippuden can actually get C as well.
Okay.
The thing is, I will reserve D tier for like why.
Okay. Fairy Tail.
We
We've never
haven't
watched
seen it.
Darker Than Black.
I'd put that at B tier.
I think Darker Than Black is like a B minus.
Yeah, but it's still in the B tier.
Its ending is bad.
No, its ending's not bad.
Okay, B for Black, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, the thing
right.
is that it makes Bacano feel kind of bad for being only an A tier.
Gurren Lagann, right? Or wait,
no, that's Cowboy Bebop.
That's Cowboy Bebop. What am I talking about?
Cowboy Bebop, B tier.
Cowboy Bebop, B tier. B for Bebop?
Well,
oh my god.
Here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing. This is where the salt's gonna start coming in.
All right.
If Cowboy Bebop is A tier, then Bacano can't be A tier.
Oh, shoot.
Like,
all right. Bebop B tier. Here we go.
Like,
all right. What's this? I have no idea what this is.
No, hold on. No, Cowboy Bebop is A tier. It's on the lower end of A tier.
Yeah.
But it's still A tier. Okay.
It's still A tier. We can adjust things in terms of order here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is Dragon Ball Z, I believe.
D tier.
I think Dragon Ball Z is better than Naruto in a lot of ways.
Okay, I haven't seen that much of Dragon Ball Z.
I'm gonna put it here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Dragon Ball Z here.
All right, here's one
Shonen Boys. What's this?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Help us, chat. What is this? What is this? I don't even recognize it. Haven't watched it.
Well, yeah, just haven't watched it.
Yeah. All right, and then we have Evangelion. I feel like Evangelion goes in B tier. Yeah.
B tier. Yeah.
B tier. Evangelion is
Angel Beats C tier.
Angel Beats? Okay, I haven't seen that.
Sorry, Angel Beats fans. Episode 3 was amazing. I still listen to my song.
Toradora A tier.
A tier. Yep.
A tier. Absolutely. Your name?
No. That's a Clannad After Story.
Oh.
Clannad After Story is A tier.
Oh, high A tier or low A tier?
Low A tier, but
okay,
it's
we'll put it above Toradora.
What? No.
You said it was really good.
Yeah, but it's not above Toradora.
Okay, we'll figure these out later.
Well, the order in those doesn't necessarily need to matter.
Okay, gotcha. But we got this maid thing here. So
that is D tier.
Oh, it's D tier?
That is D tier.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
So here's the thing. That's Kaicho wa Maid-sama.
Okay.
Now
what is
the
it?
Thing.
What is it?
Got its fun aspects, I suppose.
Let's make this so we can see what's in Don't Know tier, actually. There we go.
But the thing is that I watched the entirety of that anime strictly because I wanted to see my Ichiruki ship happen.
Okay, gotcha.
Right? There's nothing to it. There's like no ending. It's
Black
2
Butler,
cores.
Haven't seen
it.
Okay.
Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo, I feel
B-tier.
like goes in B tier.
B tier.
Yeah. I just know by reputation.
Dean Stay Night.
Oh, this is regular
C-tier.
Fate Stay Night?
C tier, yeah.
Okay, C tier, yeah. What do we got here?
That's High School DxD.
High School DxD?
I think.
Haven't seen.
Yeah, haven't seen it. Mirai Nikki, D tier.
Mirai Nikki, D tier.
D tier.
Okay. Hunter x Hunter, I feel like it's high A. I would say mid A.
I'd say high B.
High B?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it low A then for compromise.
Guilty Crown.
Guilty
C
Crown.
tier.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. Well, okay, I haven't
seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I feel like I know enough about Guilty Crown to know, but I guess I haven't actually seen it.
Okay.
So it should probably be a never watched, but
all right.
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online
C
D tier.
No, C tier.
D tier.
It has its reasons why people watch
Bottom
it.
of C tier.
Yeah.
Fine.
My Little Monster.
What is this? Haven't seen it.
I watched like the first couple episodes.
Okay, you haven't seen it then. It's not enough. It's not enough.
I mean, I dropped it.
Bleach D tier. Come on, Jacob.
Yeah.
Bleach is D tier. Okay, what's this?
Batum. I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that either.
Okay.
Wait,
Fate
is this
Zero?
Is this Fate Zero or Fate Stay
That's
Night?
Fate
Actually?
Zero.
Fate Zero, I feel like
That's
actually
A-tier.
goes up into like the high A tier here.
Well, yeah, it's A tier. We don't have to sort things in.
Okay,
the
we won't
tiers.
sort things yet. Okay. What's this? Is this... Wait a minute.
I have no idea.
What is this, chat? Help us out with this one here.
Well, it's probably something we haven't seen.
Okay, haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's Magi. Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Psycho-Pass.
Psycho-Pass. I feel like Psycho-Pass is high B tier.
Yeah.
I'm putting it at the top of B for now.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? This looks like some kind of
something we haven't seen.
Harem thing. I can't tell. All right, haven't seen it.
Chunibyo.
Chunibyo, you've seen this.
I'd put that at C tier.
C tier.
Okay. High C tier.
High C tier.
But C tier.
So like, we'll put
probably
it
top of everything that's in there right now.
Right now, okay.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan. Recently, Attack on Titan has gotten really good.
Yeah, I feel like Attack on Titan is still A tier.
Yeah.
We'll need to probably upgrade some A tiers to S tier
for
at
sure.
some point. But
there might be some.
Want to keep that.
Might be some special upgrades coming. What do we got here?
That's the Snafu one. I haven't seen that one.
Haven't seen it either. Oh,
Devil's a Part-Timer. B tier.
I would say bottom B tier.
Yeah, bottom B tier, but I mean it's good.
It's not that good though.
It's good.
Okay. Code Geass. I would say middle B tier. I would say Code Geass has some like amazing things in it.
I mean, I suppose you
but if this is both
seasons,
I go middle B tier.
Yeah, middle. Yeah, okay.
S is we're not putting anything really in S. Here.
That's the Kuroko no Basket. Haven't seen that one. Don't know what that one is.
Haven't seen
it.
Oh
wait, I think that's Hyoka.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it, but here's Gurren Lagann. A tier.
I feel like Gurren Lagann might be.
Well, let's put them all. Let's figure out A tier.
Right, I'm putting Gurren Lagann like really high.
Oh yeah, Gurren Lagann is high in there. Yeah.
Madoka Magica.
A tier.
Ooh.
Okay.
I want to throw something up into S, man.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. Putting Madoka Magica
we'll need to
number
upgrade
one.
some.
We'll move things around. Yeah. What do we got here?
Black Bullet.
What is that?
I'd put that at C tier.
Okay.
It's got some. So my personal trainer actually got me to watch some of Black Bullet.
Oh my god.
And it's definitely got its fun moments. The dynamic between the main character.
We'll move around things in A tier.
The main female character is really good, even though she's like 12.
All right, let's move on. What is this?
I think that's the irregular Magic High School. Haven't seen it.
What's this?
That is Anohana. That is A tier.
High?
Mid.
Okay. What's this?
Or at least I think that's Anohana.
Tokyo Ghoul.
It might not be. That might not be Anohana. Tokyo Ghoul. You never watched it.
Never watched it. Yeah.
This is. This is Gun Gale.
Oh, SAO. That's not it.
Oh, it's Zankyo no Terror.
Okay, we haven't seen
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No Game No Life. B tier.
No Game No Life is B tier.
Yep, it's great fun. It's like low B tier.
Okay,
it's better than Devil's a Part-Timer.
Oh, here's the one we were doing. I don't even know what this is.
It's Gun Gale.
I actually have seen.
Oh wait,
parts of this.
I saw the last arc of Gun Gale. The last arc of Gun Gale was good.
Bottom C.
I would actually. Well, no. Here's the thing. I put it above regular SAO.
Okay, then let's put it up. Let's put it up here.
Sure.
Okay. This is that's Seven Deadly Sins. Haven't seen it. Your Lie in April.
I'd put it at high B tier.
Yeah. Put it up like right here.
Elfen Lied. I know of it, but no. So never watched. Sure. Oh, Danmachi. I actually watched that one. I'd put it at above SAO C tier. Above Gun Gale.
What?
C tier, but above Gun Gale.
Okay, well let's move some of these around because some of these don't make any sense. Let's move this to like.
Yeah, and Dean Stay Night should like it's
Dean
bad,
Stay
but it's
Night
not
should
that
be
bad.
like here.
I haven't even seen the whole thing.
Okay.
Kind of boring.
What do we got here? Death
Parade. That's a definite B tier.
That's a definite
above
B
Darker
tier.
Than Black.
Okay, let's put it right. Let's put it right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Haven't seen Durer. Haven't seen the Durer. Haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul.
That's Oran, I think.
Oran. Well,
yeah, that's Oran. I see the twins. Yeah.
That's Food Wars.
Oh, Food Wars.
I think that's Food Wars. The kid with the red hair is pretty recognizable.
in the headband thing or whatever.
That.
Oh, Parasite.
Parasite. Okay.
Well, we haven't
finished it, but
I would put it at high B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't finished it, so I'm gonna put it here.
Sure. Steins Gate. That's S tier. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Steins Gate isn't like it's not perfect in any ways, but it's special. It's S for special.
Oh wait,
One Piece. We haven't seen any One Piece, so
Yep.
goes here. But I guess we're doing the manga.
But the anime is
we haven't seen
very
it,
different. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh okay. So
UBW.
Wait, no. Is that? Hold on a second.
Oh wait, actually, that's a good point. This might
I know
this
that's
might be
Fate Zero.
This is Fate Zero. So there's regular Fate here,
and then
there's
that. So
yeah.
Fate
So
Zero
this is
up
UBW.
there.
So I think Fate Zero should be the one up here.
Yeah, and then
this should go down
to like maybe highest B tier.
UBW.
Yeah,
I think it goes right here.
Really?
Maybe.
I mean, Archer was pretty awesome.
I think so. Oh, that's season 2 or part 2.
Oh, well then.
Okay, then we'll put these right next to each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's this?
I don't know. I think that's Gintama. I see.
Okay, we haven't seen it. I want to see that though. Haven't seen that.
Yeah, don't know what that is.
Haven't seen this. Charlotte. Heard about it. Haven't seen it. What is this?
I don't know.
Haven't seen it.
Bakemonogatari. That is definitely A tier.
Yeah, I'd say Bake goes like
mid A tier,
right about here, somewhere, probably here.
I object to it being above Toradora, but
I don't know. The thing is, I'm gonna put this as basically Monogatari, basically because we've only seen like a little bit of it. So
yeah, but
yeah. All right. We'll figure it out. Put it somewhere over here.
Yeah, it's in there definitely.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out. This is Berserk? No. What's this? Is this Berserk, chat?
Wait, is that the Dead Man Wonderland? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Haven't seen it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we've seen it. Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill. I feel like gets a little bit overrated. It's still really good.
Yeah, I definitely put it as A tier.
But I would put it as A tier. I would say
like there.
In some ways, we're just debating where it goes in terms of.
So let's just put it in A tier, and then we'll figure things out later.
Figure things out there.
Yeah.
Haven't seen this.
I think that's Nisekoi. Yeah.
Assassination Classroom. Haven't seen it.
Oh, that's Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, it is. Oh,
that's A tier.
Yeah, that goes, I would say, in the movie section, so it's just gonna be right here.
Yeah, I mean,
this is regular
2003.
FMA.
I'd say B tier mid. Like,
okay, sure. I'll put it like right about here.
Yeah, behind Code Geass. That sounds about right.
Haruhi. So you really want Haruhi up here, but remember, this is not the movie.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Since we're not doing seasons and things like that, it's the series as a whole.
The series as a whole, including the movie?
Yeah. So I would say that qualifies it as low A tier.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're being logical. All right, sweet. So let's put it like literally at the low.
Wow.
Oh, Mononoke. Princess Mononoke specifically.
Yeah.
I feel like Mononoke is a bit overrated in terms of the Ghibli films, but it's one of the best Ghibli films. So
like
it's
high
still
B tier?
High B tier. Yeah, I put it like up here.
Okay.
Haikyuu.
That's
bottom S tier for me.
Okay. I mean,
my bias coming in strong.
Yeah,
here,
I would say near the top of A tier, but I mean we're gonna need to put some of the A's and S
I'm gonna throw
and
it up there and stuff.
That's where it's really gonna get tough because you're talking about splitting hairs at that point.
What do we got here? One Punch Man.
Oh, that's
One Punch Man. I think is highest B tier. Like
really,
like I feel like One Punch Man is so like.
Nah, I'm looking at the other B tiers we have and
okay, maybe like here or here.
Something like yeah.
Yeah, let's go here.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
K-On!
Haven't seen it.
I've seen some of it,
but
yeah.
What's this?
I think that's Noragami.
Haven't seen that. Konosuba.
That is A tier. That is A tier right there.
I feel like it goes like somewhere up here, but
yeah. I mean, well, okay. The thing is, let's not think about.
Let's not think about
where.
It. Okay.
Well, don't put it. Or, okay,
yeah, we'll not think about it. Yeah. Erased. Okay, Erased is
solid
like
B tier.
Yeah, it's like somewhere in the middle here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sure.
Soul Eater.
Low B tier.
Soul Eater. Yeah, let's just put it at the bottom there. SAO regular.
That's High School of the Dead.
I haven't seen that. Okay.
My Hero
MHA,
Academia.
I feel like MHA goes like somewhere in the A tier,
but let's not figure out where.
Yeah, let's not figure out. Yeah.
ReZero,
okay,
B tier,
overrated C tier.
I would say below. I would say in between original FMA and Samurai Champloo of B tier.
Okay, I feel like it's getting just top C tier.
See, you're salty.
I am salty, but we even each other out.
It knew what it was doing, and it did that well. Not perfectly, but it did it really well, enough to be very unique.
So, okay, so is the difference basically just you want low B, I want high C? That's basically it? I'll concede low B then. I'll be the good one there. Oh, Spirited here we go. S tier. S tier. I feel like it's not even a cheesy thing of like, well, everyone rates S tier.
Yeah, like
no,
I mean,
it's just actually genius.
Who can listen to that song from Spirited Away? I forget the name. Dang it! But
yeah,
that song on the train without crying, like it's. Oh.
What is this?
I have no idea. So never watched probably.
Help us out with this one, chat. What is this?
Okay, here's
5 centimeters per second. Oh, that movie. Yeah, that's right.
That's mid to high B tier, I'd say.
I would say we'll put it right here.
Okay.
I think I want to move Darker Than Black down. It just bugs me that it's right there.
Like Code Geass. No, it's not. It's not better than that.
Darker Than Black is somewhere.
Yeah, it's about there.
It's above Devil.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, here's Anohana.
Mid A tier.
Oh wait, is this Anohana?
That is Anohana.
Okay.
That is Anohana.
So mid A tier.
Mid to maybe low A tier. Yeah.
Okay, let's put it here. Mob Psycho.
That's
like some high A tier.
I might put that as S tier.
Well, with season 2, Mob Psycho might be S tier. But like let's know, man. Okay. You want to just throw it up there to be
Let's just throw it up there because we're going to need to put some of the A tiers up in S tier anyways.
Right. Oh, here's Konosuba. Wait, another season.
2. So, we'll just stick it right next to
Konosuba regular.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this?
Log Horizon looks like.
I want to see that, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
here's Attack on Titan. This one's season
2. Yeah, but
is it season 2?
Yep, because it's in the punching thing.
Okay, so we'll put all of them right next to each other.
MHA
season 2. Yep.
Yep.
That's
Kyoka no Kanata. We haven't seen that. Your Name. That is S tier in my mind, or high A tier.
It's probably.
Yeah. I think S tier.
Yeah.
Overlord. Never seen it. Only seen the one episode from season 3.
MHA season 3.
That's
with its other one there. Code Geass, another season there. Oh, okay. So that's actually
let's just keep them together for simplicity's sake.
Where is it? Right here. Okay.
But yeah, Code Geass might need to be moved up.
Death Note.
Low B tier, above ReZero, No Game No Life, Devil, and Darker Than Black.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And then what do we got here? All right.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's Noragami. I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah. All right, Clannad.
Oh, now you've seen this.
Where's Clannad After Story? Okay, it's up in
Clannad After Story in the A tier.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right there.
Now, here's the thing. This is the biggest one where I would want to put it in a different tier because Clannad is nowhere near as good as Clannad After Story. But for the sake of
keeping it all together. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Violet Evergarden.
Violet Evergarden.
I think that's actually like really high B tier. But the thing is with its animation, it goes low A.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it like here.
Sure. And then
Akame ga Killing.
Well, okay, we only saw the first episode and that was in the dub. I don't think that's quite fair.
Haven't seen any of it.
I don't think that's quite fair.
That's probably true, yeah.
A Silent Voice.
S tier, yeah.
And Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, S tier.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's adjust the A and S tiers because here's some things here. I feel like we overrated a couple of these. So
Baccano needs to be an S tier.
Baccano can be an S tier.
And I feel like Gurren Lagann also does.
Gurren Lagann also deserves to be. I feel like if we want to put these in order in some way, I feel like
the order probably won't be right.
Order probably won't be right, yeah.
Like it's generally right, but as far as
so I would
one
put
being in front of a couple others
in the low S tier.
Yeah.
I would put Baccano right about here.
Okay.
I would
put your name
Spirited Away like.
I would actually put Spirited Away more towards the back.
Okay. All right. Then
I mean,
I
crazy. I know.
I put it here. For Gurren Lagann, I feel like it needs to be like right above Baccano, maybe.
Okay.
I would say we can put Madoka at like 4th,
and then Steins Gate at like 3.
I feel like once you get to the top 3, it doesn't really matter at that point. There.
Yeah.
I would say actually like.
I personally would like to say Silent Voice.
Let's put Silent Voice as number 1 then, because it's got certain things beaten movies here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Then A tier needs to be moved around a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like let's just get the series ones out of the way. I feel like MHA is like
MHA should be above Fate Zero.
Yeah, that's a good separation there. Now, obviously, we don't really separate the seasons out here because we should, but we're not going to.
Yeah. Attack on Titan, I feel like that could,
because of season 3,
it could be moved to S tier. Yeah,
it's the 3rd season in combination with the 2nd season reveals and setup. So
yeah,
we can move that one up to S tier. Let's move it up.
Below Your Name looks pretty good.
Below Your Name?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I feel like Konosuba is a good one to have at the bottom of A tier.
I don't think Cowboy Bebop should be at the top of A tier. I think it should be because you really like Planet After Story. The way you've talked about it, I think Planet After Story should be higher. Well,
and
here's
then
the thing.
Other one should be just low A tier, right?
No, because if
we're keeping them together,
we're keeping them together. If we do them separate, I would put Clanad at like C tier.
Whoa. Okay, so let's bring this one. Let's bring this one all the way down to the bottom of A tier then.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because you have 3 cores of just not as good for 1 core of absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, I would say these 3 are the ones that I feel like need to be adjusted. This
I think Cowboy Bebop could go after like Fate Zero.
Oh wow, okay. Cowboy Bebop down here. I think Kill la Kill and maybe Bake near the top.
Okay.
I think Toradora is way too high. I would say Toradora, maybe even actually switch this. And then
no, you can't put Hunter x Hunter above Monogatari, like.
Yeah, I think that we put this one actually like somewhere down here.
Okay.
And then what's this? I haven't seen this. So where do you think it should go?
I'd say after Toradora.
Back here?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you really like Toradora. What's this one again? Howl's Moving Castle?
Yep.
I think Howl's Moving Castle should go
above Bebop or lower.
I mean,
it's above Konosuba.
I feel like it should go. I feel like it should go here.
Well, no, because like I mean, it's a Ghibli movie and it's a fantastic Ghibli movie.
I haven't seen a bunch of these up here, like
true.
This one. So it's basically just that one. So I'll put it here.
Okay.
All right.
B tier we probably don't need to do much for other than maybe moving Code Geass up, but
because it's not we're not separating the seasons basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I would say
move it above One Punch Man maybe.
Sure. I would say Parasite, it's rough because we haven't finished it.
Yeah, we haven't seen that much of it. Like, there's still so much left.
So I'm going to put it down. No.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, because we haven't seen.
Yeah, we haven't seen as much of it. Yeah.
Who knows how it's gonna? I mean, I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
I think
we haven't seen exactly how yet.
I haven't even seen this, so
Samurai Champloo's good. It's a real solid one. But
gotcha. I feel like this one is too high, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's great fun. Like, there's a reason it became so.
I would say this is pretty good. This whole list here. Maybe C tier needs to be actually fixed a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
I think these ones are there basically just for their influence and what have you.
Right, and they're all kind of grouped together, which kind of works.
What's this again?
That's Black Bullet. It doesn't deserve to be any higher than it is. Like, it's below SAO.
All right.
Like,
so here's our rough looking list, y'all. What do you think? This is us just taking one of the lists that had been presented to us, and we basically just threw up the
and not all anime are here. There's only a certain, set of them. But do you want to read through them and now, granted, this is not a perfectly balanced. Did this on the fly.
Yeah, there's some shows in here that I wish were on the list, basically, but they're just not here. Basically.
2 out of 10, no JoJo.
2 out of 10, no JoJo's. Yeah, no Monster. What is this?
Oh yeah, I do think Kill la Kill is better than Gurren Lagann.
But that's why Kill la Kill is in high A tier.
Right, it's at the top of A tier, which I think is suitable.
I think that Gurren Lagann gets it for just having the spoiler, know.
Yeah,
and then also just the philosophical stuff that goes a bit real. But whereas this is a bit
here's the thing about Gurren Lagann though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Gurren Lagann. There are some pretty slow parts of Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
Like Kill la Kill, there are slow parts, but like you and me, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, speak for yourself, but we didn't really recognize that they were slow while watching it, whereas with like Gurren Lagann, even though I was loving it, like I couldn't wait for them to be done with the 4 Beastmen generals or whatever, right? The first one with episode 8 and all that stuff, fantastic. But like the other 3, it was like, okay, when are they gonna get past this?
Right.
But yeah,
I would say if I was to adjust anything, I would switch things out based on seasons, and I wish we could do things based on arcs, because I want to explain to people in a lot of ways why my Hunter x Hunter ratings are not S tier for a lot of people here,
right?
But it usually tends to be basically that I'm looking at the whole, not the highest moments of a specific story,
right.
And I feel like Hunter x Hunter is weighed down by specific arcs.
Oh yeah, and like as much as I love Haruhi, and the fact that Haruhi's there is probably due to a bit of bias on my part.
A lot of bias.
Considering if you look at it holistically, there's some things that are
and this is also 2 people making the list.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Where would you put anime like Monster on the list? I would put it like right around here. I would put it right in between basically like Fullmetal Alchemist and Steins Gate. Like I would put Monster really high. Then the first half of Attack on Titan 3 doesn't make it S either. I would agree, actually, in some ways. I would move Attack on Titan down to top A tier.
Here's the thing.
Maybe.
I would say that the first half of season 3 is not actually the weak part of Attack on Titan.
No, it's the first season.
It's the second half of the first season.
Yeah.
The first half of Attack on Titan season 3, even though it had its things that like maybe made it feel a bit like, like going through points too quickly or whatever.
Ooh, suggestion for next time, select a show and do a tier list of its characters. Yes. Ooh. Yes, then we can meme a little harder.
Yeah, Berserk, Donovan's at the top.
Because this is too real in a lot of ways here for some people. And I want to meme with characters and stuff. That would be fun. We could do a Berserk one. Once we're done with One Piece's manga, we could do a One Piece manga characters
2 years
list
from now,
where it's like 600 characters and we tier list all of them.
Trying to remember
there
all
will
of them.
be the I forgot who you are list. Basically the Thanos list where it's the I don't even know who you are. The Wanda Maximoff list.
Yeah.
That would be so great.
Oh
man. Oh my god. 8-hour stream. Yes. That would be amazing. One Piece at the moment is around 1,100 named characters. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, we should do like an anime villains list or something like that.
Okay. So now let's read through the ones that we have.
Okay.
In order.
S tier: Silent Voice, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Steins Gate, Madoka Magica, Gurren Lagann, Baccano, Mob Psycho 100, Your Name, Attack on Titan,
Spirited Away,
and Haikyuu. A tier: Kill la Kill, Bakemonogatari, Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia, Toradora, Anohana, Howl's Moving Castle, Fate Zero, Cowboy Bebop, Haruhi Suzumiya, Violet Evergarden, Konosuba, Clannad. Then we have in B tier, we have Psycho Pass, Princess Mononoke, Your Lie in April, Death Parade, Code Geass, One Punch Man, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Parasite the Maxim, 5 centimeters per second, Erased, FMA 2003, Samurai Champloo, Death Note, Darker Than Black, Devil's a Part-Timer. What is this? No Game No Life?
No Game No Life.
No Game No Life, Soul Eater, ReZero. And then a bunch of other stuff. And then a bunch of other stuff.
Okay, so
well,
now
most of these are things that I either haven't seen or haven't seen all of.
Sure.
Let's be real. There is nothing on this list I've seen all of. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
seen
point.
Any of this, even the ones that I have seen on
Not
the
even
list.
like Dean Stay Night?
Yep, I haven't seen all of it. Yep.
Yeah.
Where would you put March Comes In Like a Lion? Oh, that's tough. Because I think it would be high, like one of the. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, one of the other things. The difference between A tier and S tier is
very small.
So small as to almost be non-existent, because at that point we're talking more about like probably personal impact than anything else.
That is a good point. S tier is based on personal bias at that point.
Right, because
everything in S and A is
because the differences are so small that the slightest differences throw it drastically into different places.
And then I would say you can find out pretty quickly which ones are the personal bias things in A tier. Yeah. Like my personal bias towards Fate Zero is really hard. Like I put Fate Zero really high up in anime in general, and Jacob puts Haruhi really high up in general.
And I put Cowboy Bebop pretty low.
Yeah, whereas Cowboy Bebop, in terms of if I was maybe thinking about this without Jacob, I would put it either highest A tier or maybe even lowest S tier. Yeah. B tier, I feel like.
Place Within the Universe, I'd put S tier.
Place Within the Universe, I would put S tier.
There's nothing because the thing is that like for me personally, right? Haruhi is an S tier, right? And it's totally biased.
Let's do another one of these. This could be kind of fun. Let's do another one of these where it's something that Discord decides, like, kind of, they like generate a specific one for us or what have you.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, free
That's
content,
actually a good point, Caleb.
Oh, this podcast went way longer than usual.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Among C and D tier, the only show you have watched to completion is Bleach.
Yep.
All the other ones
I either haven't seen it all.
You either haven't seen it all, or more often, it's something that I've seen that you haven't.
All right, so I'm going to download this one here.
Oh boy, and then we can have people just dissect it like crazy. Tell us how we're wrong.
I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yep.
That's what the whole point of this thing is.
What about the unseen shows in that list? Would you be interested? Potentially, but I mean, for a lot of them, we know nothing about them, so... Right,
basically. That would be the main thing there. So I'm going to download... Oh, hold on. Let me save the image. Get that in here. Okay, well,
tears are for tears. Yes, that's so true.
Tears are for tears.
There, let me wipe away those tears. Yes, your anguish sustains me. Yeah.
We are in sync just like that. All right, well, that was pretty fun. I'm guessing that the reason why we now have 83 people watching this as opposed to like the 60 that were is because a lot of y'all were like, hey, they're doing an anime tier list thing in the podcast. We should have done this before the roast. So much salt to spare. Ooh, yikes.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
But I think the tier list things are more fun for the memeing.
Haruhi is double S plus. Yeah.
So let's have y'all decide one of these, and this could be fun just to have in general for a podcast segment. Maybe every month we do one of these, but like Discord decides one or something, and it'd be like, okay, this one it's for JoJo characters and their stands.
Sure.
Or just maybe JoJo side villains or whatever in part 3 and 4 or what have you, something like that. Something like that would be really fun.
Joseph is S tier.
Joseph is S tier,
indeed.
Berserk the 97 anime, I wouldn't put it as high as you'd think.
I'd put it as definite A tier.
Well, okay. I think that the main thing that it gets going for it, though, is attached to the larger story now that I've read the manga.
Maybe, but even when I hadn't read the manga, Berserk was...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I don't know, it's tough.
It's just tough because it's it's not a really good animation.
Yeah, like it could be high B. It could be high B tier.
It's like stenciled things of the manga just moving on slideshow.
Yeah, but it was 97. Like,
yeah, that's true. Oh, stands and characters need to be rated differently. Okay, gotcha. Berserk anime is high B. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. I was thinking it's like highest B. How about going through your A and S tier shows and doing a tier list for the arc seasons within those shows? That would be really cool.
That would be
being
fun.
like all the long running things that we've done, and we do like seasons,
and like the
parts,
multiple season
and arcs
things
and stuff. Because then we can talk about JoJo parts, like as we finish them,
or like specifically Clannad After Story.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Not that I'd remember any of the other arcs in Clannad.
But I also think it would be fun to deconstruct some of the, perceived MHA fanboyism a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Because I have things to say about individual arcs within MHA.
Oh yeah.
There are certain ones that are way better or way worse than others in MHA. So yeah. Okay, what are your thoughts about these segments, y'all? Let us know which parts were your favorite, and if you are a part of our Discord, which means you are a Twitch sub or you are a Patreon supporter, make sure to get in that so you can discuss this kind of stuff with us. We can talk about all kinds of shows and all that related jazz there. But yeah.
And if you want to get into some tiered lists for battle lines, right? Here's the thing. Go on to Amazon. The link is in the description where you can purchase it in all of our most recent videos. Because, like, I really would have loved to do some battle line stuff. Now, it would have been totally biased to do it, but there's
published author.
But the thing is, there's a lot of great stuff in battle lines. So if
battle
you want to
character tier list, that'd be top tier marketing, Jacob.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you guys, because the thing is, I can do that. There's my characters, right? You know, and how I think of them. But then there's also how you guys think of them, and
that's true.
What Caleb thinks of them.
That's true.
You know,
just saying.
Yep.
See, we gotta have like a production team that like starts putting like only $3.99, you know, for like the book like shows up there. You'll be like the PewDiePie
there's more.
form of like plugging
right
your chair
we'll
like all the time or something like that. Oh my god. It feels a lot more structured in the chat. Interaction feels more valued in my opinion.
Cool. Okay.
Hey, that's
awesome.
A good thing to hear.
Well, we love to do that. So
all right. And then also, like, thoughts of how we could do things differently is good as well.
Real quick, Caleb. Top 5 characters in battle lines.
Top 5 characters in battle lines. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Here's the thing. If you know anything about battle lines, you know what 6 bodies, 1 soul means.
Yes, indeed.
But the thing is that those are 6 separate characters.
And that's not one of the cast.
At least one of them can't be put on a top 5 characters list.
Suppose that is true.
So here's the thing. I feel like Jupiter, Venus, and our best girl Saturn are like the ones where I'm like, you know, they have like the mix of they're kind of a mixed bag, you know. But I would say it's basically Jupiter is like one of the best, for sure. You get like I would say maybe Mercury as being the 3rd best. I would say actually Soul's probably the best character, 3rd, and then I would say
not at all putting you on the spot.
Yeah. I would say then it's a tie for the last 2 between Earth and Saturn, maybe?
What about Venus?
Yeah, Venus I feel like
might get edged out.
Yeah, I feel like Venus and Mars get kind of edged out. I feel like they have
2 battle people.
Yeah, I feel like they have the potential, but they didn't win my heart as much.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
So Jupiter, Soul, Mercury, or Mercury, Soul.
So Soul, Mercury, Jupiter.
Mercury, Jupiter.
Sorry. Soul, Jupiter, Mercury, Earth, and Saturn tied at the 4th and 5th.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But,
so if you want to see for yourself where you put those top 5 characters and whatnot, go check it out.
Yeah. But yeah. We'll see you all in the next streams. We've got One Piece manga review stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
We got Jacob playing Ori and the Blind Forest on Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Maybe I'll get to finish it.
We got me playing a mystery new game on Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific. I have confirmed it with the Witcher people who are watching the stream and stuff. The Witcher is done. Witcher 3 is actually done. So I'm going to be playing a game. You might be surprised. You might not be surprised as to what I'm playing. But, yeah, it'll be something. So I hope to see you there in a future stream. Please leave a follow if you want to stay up to date on all of our streaming and stuff. Because the notification thing is a little bit wonky, you know. So just be sure to hit that little heart thing there. So, yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you in the next streams. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time. Now we segue into a discussion about things that are totally not spoilers.
Exactly, like how you're going to be playing a hentai game on Friday. That's the surprise, folks. You heard it first here.
The twist is that I'm playing some kind of, like, you know, visual novel, like,
and you don't realize it's going to become a hentai.
But then it gets really crazy when I reveal that it's actually me